I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason. I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
This is absolutely lit. This is lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Match Steve! Last night was a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. We got knocked off the stream last night. That's right. I tried showing you guys the same fucking thing everybody else was talking about. I'm not even going to say what we were trying to talk about last night, but I tried talking about the same thing everyone else was talking about yesterday, and I got in trouble. We got taken down off of YouTube. That's how it goes sometimes. And since it's not available on YouTube, you can go to Twitter and watch me rage quit. After I got kicked off of YouTube, we were still live on Twitter and Rumble. You can go watch me rage quit on Rumble or Twitter if you want. Said some terrible things and then turned off the stream. So that's how that went. Same thing everyone else. Megyn Kelly can tell you about the thing that happened yesterday that everybody was talking about. Her video is up on YouTube. You got CNN videos up on YouTube telling you about the thing everyone else was talking about yesterday. But mine's not up there. Mine's not available. All we did was watch a little bit of a murderer's, never mind. Let's move on, guys. Tonight, what are we doing tonight? Let's talk about tonight, not last night. Tonight, we are doing a Feud review. I know you guys are all familiar with food reviews. Well, this is a Feud review. Destiny versus Ethan Klein of H3H3. Now, these guys, I would like to see them debate and fight it out. And God knows if that happens, we will be watching that on this stream and reacting to it. Okay? But this is just funny. I don't know. I know Ethan, I guess he's done this with other people, kind of. I don't know how many times he's done this, but I feel like every time that Ethan Klein, H3H3, anytime he's on my radar at all, it's because he's talking a lot of shit about somebody and exposing somebody for doing some kind of shady shit. I forget the guy exists until, I watch a clip of him, making fun of Vosh for having Lolly on his computer. And then I forgot he existed again. Him and his fucking Skeletor wife, who was in the IDF, forgot that they existed, and then he's popped up again in my algorithms, now talking shit about Destiny. And it's so funny. I don't know. I'm interested to see. I know Destiny finds. I've seen clips. I haven't watched this whole video through. What we're going to take a look at is Destiny released a video, I think yesterday, where he's going through clips of Ethan Klein talking shit about Destiny and playing old clips of Destiny, saying, some pretty edgy stuff. And oh my God, it's fucking crazy. But I don't know. We'll see where this goes. But I don't know why Ethan Klein is the one who thinks he needs to be doing this. I have no idea where this guy gets off thinking that he needs to be the one exposing other people for saying weird stuff on their stream. With the Vosh thing, and we've talked about Vosh on here. I haven't done like a full. I wasn't streaming back when the Vosh stuff happened. That was like right before I started, like a couple months before or something like that. But yeah. Most of my audience here is probably familiar. I don't know. I've talked about him a few times, but Vosh is like a left-leaning Democrat voting streamer. At least I think so. I'm really not that familiar with Vosh, but I know he was like in part of like Destiny Circle. I think Vosh kind of got a following from being in Destiny's chat when back in the day when he started getting like a following and doing debating stuff and whatever. Since then, Vosh and Destiny have had falling outs and stuff, and I don't, they're not cool with each other as far as I know. But yeah, Vosh, I'll be with you guys in a second, chat, by the way. I'm just kind of doing an intro here. But anyway, Vosh, when he was streaming live, he opened some folder on his fucking computer. There was like horse with human stuff, adult stuff, and lolly stuff that was in some folder he clicked on while he was screen sharing. And it was a whole big deal. But it's just funny, like, Ethan Klein was the one to fucking to expose Vosh and go through this whole fucking thing. There were several streams. I think he did it like every day for like, I don't know, 3 months or so. I have no idea. He just was nonstop Vosh coverage, kind of like how Bubba the Love Sponge is just like pretty much talks about Hulk Hogan every fucking day. That's like how it was with Ethan Klein. Just talk about Vosh every day. It was like, okay, we get it. It's really funny. But yeah, so I remember going through all this shit trying to just see what everybody was talking about with it and what had really happened. I saw Keffels had done a video. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but Keffels is some other streamer that I think was friends with Vosh. If I'm not mistaken, it's a trans person, like a male, a female, right? I think, or something. Anyway, I remember seeing Keffels' video, and I was very entertained by the fact that there's Ethan Klein is the one to be judging everybody else by what happens on their stream, and there's footage of Ethan Klein saying completely disgusting shit, and Keffels had clips of that in their video showing Ethan Klein talking about like thinking some fucking 15-year-old cartoon character was hot or something like that. This is basically what all of this revolves around, is all of these streamers pointing the finger at each other for being like PDF files, basically. But every single one of these streamers pointing the finger at each other has clips of themselves joking about banging kids and stuff. So it's just like, it's the pot calling the kettle black. I don't know what the fuck. Ethan needs to find like a new thing. Ethan Klein used to just be like really funny and goofy and crazy. And now he's like, he has this self-righteous vibe about him that he's taking himself way too seriously and forgot that he used to be just he used to pretend he is a fucking absolute crazy person and would just say ridiculous shit, and everybody else does it too. And so they all have clips of each other saying they want to bang kids, and they're all just burning each other's fucking careers to the ground. I don't know what the point of this is, but let's take a look at this. Let's see what Destiny dug up on Ethan Klein. Hold on. Let me get to the chat. Say hello to everybody getting in here. Fucking Holyoke Joe's in here first. Sir, you get another free prostate milking. Congratulations. By the way, that's the incentive for the chat. You got to get in the chat. If you're first in the chat, you get a free prostate milking. Well, hold on. Where are we today? Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Wherever you're at, get in the chat. I got you all in one spot here. Oh, let me get the chat up, actually, on the display. There you go. Chat's going to be up in a second there. Lovers, Holyoke Joe, welcome. Thank you for the support, Joe. I stopped in your stream for a minute, but I was in the shower, so I didn't get in the chat. But I saw you took like a call from somebody. They were asking for somebody, and you said, "This is she," and it was kind of funny. So I did see part of your stream. What's up, lover? Michael Earl's in here. Junior Coltrane. What's with Ethan's crazy bouncing around eyes? Is he off the wagon again? I don't know. I think he has some form of Tourette's or something. But yeah, I think that's like half the reason people like watching his stuff. And, you know, this is my favorite thing about Ethan Klein is when he says a joke or something, he just goes, like that. I like that. K-Dog, what's up? Welcome, K-Dog. White Iced Tea, lover. Scott Starbird's up in here. What's up, Scott? Yeah, I got the boot last night, guys. If you weren't watching at the moment, I got the boot. Adam over on the Twitter. Thank you, lover. Truth is, what's up? What's up? Who was in here? Who saw me get kicked off last night? Who watched that? Wayward Jizz. What's up, lover? Who was in here when I got the boot? I know White Iced Tea was because he called me right after that happened. Oh, Thomas Gilson. What's up, lover? Get to the bottom of the chat. Bob Cook. I saw it. Oh, yep. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is. Just trying to show you guys the same exact news everyone else was talking about yesterday. And I get the boot. Steven Crowder can post videos showing the thing everyone else was talking about yesterday. Megyn Kelly, CNN, fucking whoever else. And Dark Match Steve is not allowed to talk about it. Bob Cross, what's up? I'm a boomer. Who is Ethan Klein? Ethan Klein is the Secretary of State for Donald Trump. Another CIA-backed cabinet member of the Trump administration. All right, let me bring this up on YouTube. Ethan Klein, Secretary of State. Bob Cook, I know, it's a shame. I can't use myself for a reliable news source. I'm not allowed to tell you guys the truth or show you anything real that happens. It's got to be kitty cats and puppy dogs over here on the stream. We're going to start unboxing toys and tearing open packages of Pokemon cards, and that's the only way to survive. Thank you, YouTube, for providing such a wonderful platform for people to have quality, news and entertainment. Thank you, YouTube. You got to stop me, YouTube. I need you to step in and stop me when I'm covering the news, the same thing everybody else is talking about, but it's something crazy, and I'm starting to get at the truth. You got to just shut me down, because that's really like dangerous for society and stuff, is for people to see the truth. You got to be really careful with that, guys. All right, so here we go. Let me get you guys over on this tab. Let's take a look at this. So this is the thing. I think some of this has come up before, that Destiny or Ethan Klein has commented on Destiny's controversies. I don't even know everything Destiny's accused of. I know I saw, like, there's several videos of him that popped up on Twitter, and one of them was with Destiny's mouth on what people like myself liked to assume was Nick Fuentes's, penis. And there was like other videos apparently. I know one thing that happened was there was like, adult conversations, texts, and pictures and videos and all kinds of stuff that were sent back and forth between like Destiny and different people, and like other people leaked this stuff apparently. I think that's what happened. I'm not completely up to date on all this shit. But here we go. Ethan Klein is on his high horse looking down at the rest of us now that he's chosen to not be edgy anymore. And he's going back and looking at all the crazy things everyone else has said and interpreting them 100% literally. And let's see how that works when you do that to Ethan Klein's content. Ethan Klein can go back up to like 15 years ago and judge you by what you said on a stream as a joke and take it 100% literally. Let's see what happens if you do that with Ethan Klein. I wonder if having that standard to judge everyone, I wonder how that's going to work out.
As a opportunity to do that as well.
All right, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. I thought I had it at 0 here.
I have been relentlessly attacked, by the Kleins, all right? Ethan recycles a whole bunch of stuff from a Ryan Beard video, plus other things. There's a whole bunch of like random statements that people make about me and about things that I've done, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. And I figure I could probably just address some of these while going through the Ethan video, because why the fuck not? You wanted me to watch the Ryan Beard video anyway, so it kind of works, I guess, as a...
Guys, I'm going to pack a bowl because you know what? Tonight's that kind of night. Let's see what we got here. 100% legal, purchased from a gas station. We got... Is this the Caliph? No, this is... Grease Monkey. And this one is Khalifa Kush. Oh, yeah. Let's see how that does us. Let's see how that do me.
Opportunity to do that as well. This is basically for my fans, and believe it or not, somehow, I guess, I'm sorry for Ethan and Elo, but apparently I do have a decent number of crossover fans from H3H3 and from my universe. So this is for them as well, I guess, because it's kind of nice, I guess. A lot of H3 fans have reached out to me and like apologized, which I think is kind of cute. But I'm sure there are just as many also calling me a pedophile, which is also cute. So yeah. I don't think at this point, just because of how hard Ethan has kind of gone in on this, I don't really expect to change his mind. I don't really expect to change.
And let's just, for the record, I want to put out there where I'm coming from here. If we're going to be 100% above board with where we're starting, where my biases are and whatever. Look, I am I'll be straight up. I'm a bigger fan of Destiny here, especially lately, than I am of Ethan. And Ethan has had some funny stuff. He's had some content that is pretty funny and I did enjoy a long time ago. But I don't know, whatever he's got this like self-righteous, judgy vibe about him these days. And I've seen him debate and stuff. And you know what? I feel like when Ethan is prepared to debate somebody on some shit, he's prepared, you know? But I feel like he's one of those people who thinks he's so like, it's just, he's not very self-reflective. Someone like me, I'm constantly, you know, I feel like I know, I have a good sense of how wrong I could possibly be when dealing with certain stuff. I feel like Ethan is one of those people who feels so righteous about what he's doing. Confronting XQC. Guys, we did that here. We watched the debate between Ethan and XQC on here. Whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Now, that guy does sort of steal content a lot. You see, and part of the whole debate was Ethan Klein debating this guy about fair use. And it was interesting where in the spirit of the debate, I agreed with Ethan's position that XQC has this way of, you know, I'm about to play some of Destiny's video here, but I'm trying to add context to it and give my own opinion. And I'm not just doing this because it's some viral thing. It's like, I'm a fan of Destiny, and I'm also familiar with H3H3. Fucking XQC kind of has this other vibe when he's playing other people's content. Like, he's really not even trying to add anything to it at all. He's just playing the video on his stream so people will watch it on his stream and possibly taking views from it and stuff. You know, so I kind of like, I get where Ethan's coming from in that debate, but during the debate, you could tell it actually surprised me that XQC had some very valid points during that debate. And Ethan Klein had his head so far up his own ass, he couldn't even keep up with the conversation. He had no idea. Ethan Klein knows nothing about interpreting stats and was feeding this bullshit to his audience and everyone else. And XQC was actually smart enough to know that Ethan Klein had no idea what he was talking about. And it was really interesting to see. And Ethan, I'm sure to this day, has no idea how he was completely wrong in that debate. And, you know, I feel like Ethan Klein needs to kind of know his lane, because trying to be this fucking righteous, intellectual fucking, oh, well, I'll debate you on how you're a scumbag because here's a clip of you saying this completely out of context. You know, he used to be funny. Now he's policing the fucking internet. I don't know where people get off on doing this. Especially if you're someone who's made jokes about banging little kids, and then you're going to go police the internet for people joking about banging kids. I don't know what, it sounds like a lose-lose situation to me, but I'm new to streaming, guys. I'm new.
Into the audience's mind, Ethan kind of has a history of deciding to like go nuclear on certain content creators because he's convinced of some weird sexual thing. He brought on that one girl for Noah Sampson's stream to reveal what was it ultimately that like he cheated on her while they were dating. So it was kind of like assault because she could have gotten an STD. It was some stupid thing. He did it with Ab and Preach where he's like, these guys are secret red pill content creators. He brought on the one girl relating to the Fresh and Fit guys trying to accuse Myron of like sexual assault when even the girl didn't want to go that far. And Ethan was like, would you say you assaulted him? She's like, no. So I don't really expect him to ever change his position on this, or for the HVHC audience in general. But like I said, I figure I can address my audience and I can address any crossover fans because why not?
Rainy's up in here. What's up, Rainy? Lover, welcome, guys. Rainey is still trying to sell these Epstein properties. Please hit her up if you're interested. They're going for pennies on the dollar. She's got to get rid of them before Ghislaine Maxwell gets assassinated in the low security prison she got moved to. Got to help Rainey out with that. Rainey, thank you. Please hit the like button. FaZe Cop said, I am the fat pig. Well, why are you such a dick to me? I don't know what the deal is. FaZe Cops, I don't believe that, but I don't know why the fat pig completely lost his shit. And he's like, he doesn't know whether to hate me or not. It's funny. I feel like he's actually confused. Like he fucking called into my show drunk as fuck and didn't say anything. And we joked about it. And I don't know if he got embarrassed or something, but then he started saying he hates me because of what I said about him. I literally said nothing. I have no idea. I swear, like the fat pig sees that I'm like, my numbers are doing better or something. And so he's like, I don't know what, I don't know if he's clout chasing or what the fuck he's doing. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's like, dude, I am still struggling. I'm not big enough for you to like clout chase and be mad at me for something I said on my stream. Come on, bro.
There are a million things that are happening right now in the world. Obviously,
I'm sorry you lose every debate you ever have with me. I'm sorry. It's okay. It'll get better. Fat Pig, you need to, when you call into my show and stuff, you want a little tip, Fat Pig. I told you, if you want to do like, being a crazy internet person and have your own deal going, you need to start clipping stuff when you call into my show. Get video clips of it and post it on your Instagram and stuff, and have your and post it on your YouTube channel and whatnot. Come on, I'll help you out, buddy. What do you want?
Relating to the Trump stuff, relating to Insane Hassan stuff, just in politics in general. I've said this a lot to my community. I'll say it again.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yet Junior Coltrane said he is here is a tip. The fat pit. Oh, don't go full on mute. Wait, what? No, I was trying to click this one. He's the one who reported the show last night. He was bragging about what on the other stream? That he reported my stream last night? He warned us ahead of time. You saying yes? No, that's good to know. No, it's funny, man. That's what I'm saying. The fat pig, you guys, everybody needs to chill out. Like the fat pig, I don't know what the fuck your deal is. What do you like? Holyoke Joe is here in my chat hanging. Him and I have gotten into it. I don't know why the fuck you take things to whatever. You're going to start reporting my fucking show or taking credit. It probably wasn't anyone reporting it. Honestly, guys, the fat pig is probably just taking credit because he's like, he's thriving and relishing in my my frustrations with dealing with fucking censorship and whatever. He's enjoying it, and so he's trying to take credit like he has some power by reporting my fucking stream. That's probably what it is. I don't know why the fat pig would either do that or be so nasty as to take credit for it and enjoy it. Like, bro, I am still struggling. I've only been streaming for a little bit over a year, and I've had my channel deleted twice already. I have enough problems. Like, what the fuck? What is your problem? You think because Holyoke and I were laughing about you being drunk calling into my show? You think that that's something so like embarrassing you'll never come back from it, or something? It's ruined your reputation? Like, what the fuck is really, is it that serious? Jesus Christ. And you know what you're doing, the fat pig? FaZe Cop said he's a nasty MFer. Well, unfortunately, the fat pig, you are proving Holyoke Joe right. Because he warned me about you. In fact, both of you warned me about each other. It's the funniest thing ever. You both say the same shit about each other. And unfortunately, Holyoke Joe is getting proven right. So whether or not the fat pig actually reported my stream or not, either way, he's proving Holyoke Joe right. You're being like actually nasty and retarded. You've been like a huge supporter of my stream. Why you would turn on me because I made a joke about you objectively calling into my show drunk as fuck and just looking crazy because you didn't say anything. And then you called into another person's stream and did the same thing, and everyone tells me you got roasted on that stream. We made one little I said one joke about you brought this fucking stream to a screeching halt like a train that was actually able to stop before hitting the semi parked on the tracks. That is nothing. What are you even mad about? So stupid. We are moving on. I'm not talking about the fat pig on here again. If he's going to act like this, I'm just not doing it. What is the fucking point? I thought we could have fun and, whatever, rib each other a little bit. Holyoke and I fight all the time, and and we make back up again. I'm not fucking going reporting people's pages. That is so stupid.
Wanted to not be in the whole drama fest slinging field of whatever this kind of drama is, but I guess I'm destined to be pulled back in. Okay, I guess like when John Wick's dog is killed, you're always coming back to this world. So here I am.
When things don't go his way, he lashes out. Oh, where is that? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. We're moving on though. That's all we're saying about that.
I will say as a reminder, the only reason why this back and forth is happening right now is because Hassan and all the other crazy obsessive communities around him like desperately want to make anything that they can about any random personal smears as opposed to actually talking substantively about literally any issue ever. But hey, you know what? If that's what we want to do, then why not? Not to say that people should be able to freely rape people or murder people or whatever else. I mean, obviously it's not good, but I don't know if me and Ethan are now going to be locked in a 2-month snark fest where both of us just play each other's greatest hits on repeat over and over again. If that's what Ethan wants to do, though, I mean, I've had people do this to me for years, so we can do it for more, I guess, if we want. I will say that the inciting incident, because nobody actually seems to give a, which is fine. I understand. I'm a guy, so revenge porn and all that is epic and hilarious. But the only reason a lot of this stuff is even in the public conscious is because of a guy who in 2024 decided to dump like 25 plus explicit videos of me on the internet. A few of these contain other people. The majority of these, I think like 20 of them, were literally just pictures of me stroking it. So thank you for that.
Nice. Guys, there's videos and pictures of me stroking it and stuff. I got it on a separate Twitter page, though. And it's not that I'm ashamed of any of it. It's just that I don't want to put that in people's faces if they don't want to see it. You know what I mean? I really thought about just putting all that on my regular Twitter, but then I was like, I don't want, I know there's going to be a lot of people who want to see like my parody song stuff or any of the other shit I'm doing that maybe don't want to scroll past me, like a video of me tanning my ass outside naked. Some people, I think a lot of people do want to see that, but some people would probably not want to publicly be seen scrolling past that and known for following my Twitter when I got like, my cock and balls flopping around on there.
I'm glad that the entire internet can enjoy that. I'd love to share myself with all of my wonderful fans and anti-fans. Thank you so much.
Well, who wants to know my my adult content Twitter page in the chat? Who wants the handle?
In general, the
fat pig joked that he had it. He wishes he did. And if he leaked that, it would probably only help me, honestly.
reason why I'm usually reluctant to address stuff like this when the Ryan Beard video came out is I don't like the concept of relitigating every single bad thing that's ever happened in my life, which is basically what happens is anytime somebody runs out of content or they want to fight with me or I say something politically that pisses them off or I, basically just point out like, oh, I think this opinion is dumb or whatever. People break the, in case Destiny destroys you in a debate, break glass here and then pulls out, what about 14 years ago? What about in 2012? What about in 2013? It's like, okay, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say about this or how many times I need to say something about this. I do think it's a little bit funny because I think Ethan actually like intuitively understands this. I actually think he explained it really well when he was talking about how Keemstar operated in this video.
Just to give you an idea of how Keemstar torments and harasses people on his enemy list, let me show you some of the DMs he sent me over the years. Now, these are cold DMs. I've already unfollowed him, and he is sending me these DMs unsolicited out of the cold blue for the express purpose of harassing me. So I really don't feel bad sharing these tweets at all. Currently working on an H3H3 lying salty man-child video. Have a few questions. Have you ever flagged down another YouTuber creator's video? I don't answer. And he persists. Can I get an answer here? I'm trying to meet your request of giving nonstop defense because your baby ass can't defend yourself. Keemstar will make insane accusations, groundless accusations. And then he expects you to defend yourself. In fact, he likes it if you'll come on his show and defend himself. That's how his operation works. And so he goes, oh, well, he didn't say anything in his defense, so he must be guilty. Have you ever lied to anyone on YouTube?
I'm just saying, I think he has a pretty good understanding of it there. I feel like this would be different if I was like, if there were like criminals.
So this is the same shit that Ethan is doing to Destiny. Ethan is no longer knows how to make a funny video. The internet is, far too saturated with other really good content. So Ethan has no choice now but to just try to ruin other people. If you destroy other creative people and bring them down, then it makes you feel like you're still like really cool and funny on the internet. So we see Ethan recognizes this technique when other people do it and calls it out. But again, Ethan Klein, not known for being a very self-reflective person. So he has no idea that he did a video talking about someone else doing this, and this is now his only technique of getting views. Again, I told you, this guy is Ethan Klein is only ever on my feed, in my algorithms, only ever when he is talking shit about somebody and trying to ruin some fucking streamer's career.
Charges, if some like victim would come forward to allege some stuff, but
I haven't seen a funny Ethan Klein video since I was in college.
Every single thing related to this thing just has to do with Kiwi farms and Snark forums that just like to leak and dive into stuff and allege stuff or whatever. But it's all good. At least he understands it. He understands the game well enough, so I guess he can play it. As a quick aside, I just wanted to address this before we get into things too. Again, I don't know how many people give a fuck about stuff like this, but I get a little bit triggered, especially when all of the, I'm putting massive air quotes about this, rape victims or whatever come forward in Ethan Klein's subreddit. I think the one I read, the second part was the girl was like, I was 16 talking to some guy online and he said he was 16 and I felt abused. And afterwards, I don't even believe he was 16. I don't even know why though, but And it's like, what the f am I even reading right now? You sound retarded. Like all of the random posts about it, like what? I think that post was deleted by Reddit, so I don't have a copy of it right now, but I'm like, okay. This is something I spoke about before. It's kind of cringe, but when people talk about predatory behavior, I think that people talk about stuff that I would consider like yellow flags, but people would pretend that predatory behavior isn't just yellow flags or even red flags, or rather they'll point to like a thing that's like a yellow flag and they'll say that that's like abuse. So some people will say something like, oh, there's there's a difference in status because this person is like a fan or a content creator. This person is, older than that person, or this person has more money or stronger, whatever. There's always power imbalances in relationships to some extent, unless you're literally dating your twin, who's had the same amount of training and job success, everything else you for your entire life. I think that it's fine to point out like yellow flags or red flags when it comes to certain behavior. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but to automatically just assume that somebody is like manipulative or evil or predatory, especially when there's absolutely zero evidence of that ever being presented ever in any public place ever, despite everybody saying it over and over again, I feel like it's really cringe. I've heard Ethan and other people argue that like streamers shouldn't, engage with fans in any sexual manner or whatever. If you want to have that opinion, I guess you can. I think it's kind of a funny one because personally, I would argue that there's way more like power dynamics at play between creators versus just creator fans. Because for a creator fan, basically the worst thing that can happen is the person stops watching you, I guess, and maybe you lose a subscriber. But creator stuff can be a lot more strange because now both of your jobs are potentially on the line. One person has a lot more to gain than the other person. There's like people have seen creators split before. Those situations can lend themselves to like insanely problematic dynamics. Not to say that those shouldn't happen either. I'm just saying that it's always good to like keep in mind that there are red flags, yellow flags. But
is there any gay streamers out there that want to pretend that you butt fucked me so we can get some relationship drama going? I need some relationship drama clicks on this channel. That's what we're missing. That's going to blow me right the fuck up. Blow me. Funny face. What's up, lover? Welcome. Love you too, lover. Holyoke Joe said, DMS, are you wearing Jake Husden's overalls? Why? Is there drool on it? Is there fucking like Cheerios spilled on it? I don't know. Why does it look like Jake Husden? Funny Face says, you're not gay. Remember, it's an act. Dude, don't come on. Keep that on the hush hush. My dude. I'm in character right now. Holyoke Joe said, I will. Joe, you know what? That's not a bad idea. We can come up with this rumor that I flew out to Holyoke Joe, Massachusetts, and butt fucked you in your bed. Or do you want to be the one on top in this rumor? I really don't care. It's a lie anyway. But yeah, we can get some shit stirred up, figuratively and literally. You can say there was. Never mind. I was going to say something very vulgar. Let's move on, guys.
it doesn't necessarily mean something is like predatory or abusive or manipulative or evil.
Man, where's the fat pig when I'm offering to pretend I fucked some other streamer? Come on, fat pig.
Or
he's missing out. Now's a bad time to hate on me. We're actually starting to blow up on this channel, guys. It's going pretty good. If you think you're frustrated now about how good we're doing over here, you just wait, buddy. You're gonna be fucking pissed.
Whatever else. The okay. Okay, all right. I've segmented this off into segments. I'm playing most of this video straight down.
Welcome back, guys, to another video VOD on demand. Today, I'm going to be addressing, once again, the allegation.
Man, where do I have? I've got like 61 watching right now. I think I got a lot of people on Twitter. Let me pull the Twitter up. You keep watching.
Leveled against Destiny. Since we put out our last video, there's been a lot of chatter about things that we may have got wrong. So I'd like to clarify what I got wrong and also to clarify what I got right. So I do want to start, though, by setting the expectations and just kind of giving some context to who this guy Destiny is. I think
just as a quick thing, I like that before he gets into the meat of all of his criminal accusations, we're going to spend like 50 minutes poisoning the well. But okay, sure.
A lot of people haven't seen this, and I feel this context is important when understanding this story.
Also, major props to Ethan. I can tell that he inhaled the fuck up before doing this video, so I wouldn't make fun of his cough. I'm glad I can encourage you to adopt healthier habits.
If you'll
healthier habits, yeah. Ethan Klein is like, he looks like he has AIDS. He's like getting thinner. I mean, I guess. Oh, and I never finished with what I was saying about he promoted the thing. Guys, I hope you got to read between the lines here. Ethan Klein promoted that thing that came out in, when was it? 2021 or something? You guys know the new things that came out, and they told people they just had to get one, maybe two, and now they tell you need you need to be boosted, and those things. Remember when those things came out? I don't want to say what it is, but he promoted those. And then Steven Crowder was like, hey, buddy, I disagree with you on that. And Ethan Klein was like, oh, yeah, well, let's debate. Yeah, let's debate it because you're crazy for questioning three-letter organizations that are, authorities in this country. How could you question authority? Oh, my God, let's debate this. And then Ethan Klein ran from the debate and tried to make Steven Crowder talk to, what the fuck is that guy's name? He kept calling him Benjamin Buttons. fuck, what is that guy's name? He has beady eyes. It doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? But anyway, Ethan Klein ran from the debate. Ever since then, he's never. He just doesn't. I feel like he's a snake. It was just so shady. You know, there's actually people that care about seeking the truth and really figuring out how, as we live in a society, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to break the news. We live in a society, and you know, there are people that are concerned with, hey, how do we operate properly? Because I don't want to feel like a piece of shit. And I know my decisions affect other people, but whether or not I get this thing that people, the 3-letter agencies are telling me to get this thing stuck into my arm, and I don't know, you know, what the right answer is exactly. And I would like to see other people, smart, intelligent people who have made a decision themselves. I'd love to see these people talk it out and actually, you know, and maybe I could learn some things and it'll help me make my decision and whatever. And Ethan Klein, you know, if you ever wanted to actually be taken seriously, any of this bullshit that Ethan Klein is doing now, taking himself too seriously and pretending like his channel is meant for exposing pieces of shit, naughty streamers on the internet. You know, buddy, the way to start out that shift in your content isn't by running from a debate on something you promoted. And it's likely that people got injured because of what you promoted. And I'm sure you have no guilt about that because, like we've said multiple times already, Ethan Klein has no sense of self-reflection at all, it seems. It's crazy. Or else he wouldn't go chasing streamers around and putting their foot on top of his foot so that he can get good aim and shoot it by calling them out for making jokes about banging kids. I don't know why he must have not only Tourette's, but amnesia as well, to not remember that he used to pretend he was a crazy, edgy YouTube content creator and made all kinds of fucked up comments that I guess we're supposed to take literally because now that's what we're doing.
Well, indulge me here. I'm going to pull up some clips from this Ryan Beard video on him that was recently made. And I think these clips are more relevant now than ever before. So let's take a look at them. Section here of harming women. I'm going to show you guys a few.
Around the end of 2011, Destiny sexually assaulted a woman on his live stream. I'm not using the word allegedly here because we have video of him doing it, and he has openly admitted that it was sexual assault.
I would say that in my streaming career in the past, like totally publicly, like I completely and totally like assaulted a girl on stream before for like in 5 minutes or whatever. I got super drunk and was like grabbing her breast the entire time.
Later, Destiny has attempted to
Well, that doesn't sound good. That's not a good clip to have.
play his actions here by tweeting, "I was drunk off my ass, literally for the first time in my life." And he said that at the time, he didn't understand how bad it was, but now looking back years later, he understands that it was reprehensible behavior.
It's like that one guy, Mango, who got like totally.
So for everyone, I just want to, in case you're not paying attention here, this is what we're doing is I'm watching a video of Destiny, watching a video of Ethan Klein, watching a video of some other fucking guy I've never heard of who is talking shit about Destiny. We are deep in the wormhole.
Canceled for did, but way worse. Mango wasn't actually groping people. And also, I like this.
It's like, first of all, how old was Mango again? Wasn't this like a known problem? But okay.
This
why is Ethan Klein for real? Does anybody in the chat? Does anybody keep up with Ethan Klein? Do we know why he is so skinny now? Is he on Ozempic, or did he actually decide to make healthier lifestyle choices because people roasted him for being fat and then giving out medical advice in 2020 and 2021? Is that what happened? Did Ethan Klein actually get embarrassed at being so out of shape and trying to give other people health advice? Ethan Klein, big fucking tub of lard, saying that Joe Rogan is giving out worse health advice. Joe Rogan, who's in better shape than Ethan Klein could even dream of being. That was weird, wasn't it? Is that why he's skinny, or did he just take Ozempic, or does he actually have AIDS?
There's this pretense that, like, as long as you're radically honest about what you did, it's okay. It's like,
It's called based.
did you just say you were groping a woman on stream for 5 minutes? But anyway, that's not honestly.
Okay. For the first one, okay, because I know that Ryan likes this clip and a bunch of people like bring this up. One, this incident occurred in 2011, okay? This was 14 years ago when I was 22 years old, all right? I don't understand how Ethan can say that I'm down.
It was a long time ago, guys.
My actions when in the video, I literally explicitly say, I feel like this was sexual assault. I said that my feelings on it and how acceptable the behavior is has changed since then. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Besides that, is this just a thing that like you want to bring up over and over again for reasons? He can say that like I'm downplaying my actions because I brought up that we were drunk or whatever. I mean, like Mia has said the exact same thing. This was years ago. I chalked it up to being young. Everyone had too much to drink, but I wanted to be around these people, get my name out. I know Destiny's toxic, but I have no issues with them. I do have issues with spreading the wrong info, like on Swifty. I said something about Swifty at this time, 2020. I don't know what's going on. My subreddit literally brought up like the whole excessive drinking thing. Destiny's surrounded by drunks, egging him on. It would be nice if Mia Rose would be a bro since she's mostly sober, doesn't need to sleep, blah, 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 blah. Just to be clear, this is no fault of hers. It just sexy doesn't have any blah, blah, blah. Okay, right. Crazy drinking stream. I think this is my first time getting intoxicated ever. Not good though, but I mean, I said as much. So I don't understand when people want to bring up like this thing over and over again. Like I've already said, it's not good. I don't stand by it. Like I think it's a bad thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about that. Like I've said that as much.
Were the boobs out in that video? Because it looked like they were bouncing around in Destiny's hands. I wish Destiny would grab my titties like that, unsolicited.
Communicated with Mia Rose privately. Oh, Jesus. She just tweeted 11 hours ago. I didn't have this archive.
I wish Destiny would kick my fucking door down right there, come over here, and just get a fucking couple handfuls right here live on stream.
Put it out there that the Omni Liberal did apologize to me wholeheartedly. He did
wholeheartedly. No, Destiny, no.
He was the only person to actually answer my phone call at twitch.com. Not all these other idiots that were clout chasers. People make mistakes, they grow up and learn. And I guess you just tweeted 11 hours ago. Jesus, this again. It was like 15 years ago. I'm over it. Y'all should be too. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about this. Also, I also speak hyperbolically a lot, and I know that it's epic and hilarious when
someone said Ethan had a cancer scare. Oh, Junior Coltrane. He has a cancer scare now. He eats better. Huh. That's interesting. The person that promoted that thing that came out in 2020, 2021 now had a cancer scare. That's funny how that works. That's weird. That's really weird. A lot of people getting these weird cancers and stuff. I don't know.
You want to be good faith, but then when you're not, you're going to take everything literally. It was not 5 minutes of groping. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 seconds. Not that that makes it good. Not that it makes it acceptable, but I wasn't literally sitting there hanging on her boobs for 5 minutes, okay, on the stream. But so I literally have no idea what else I'm supposed to do about this or what I'm supposed to say about this other than a good job, I guess. That's so pattern 1, okay, 14 years ago, 2011. Okay, first part of the pattern. All right.
That's far from the worst thing I'm about.
So it's if we're trying to actually take anything with this serious at all, the groping thing. I have not seen this clip. I'm not familiar. Like I said, guys, I am familiar. Destiny's content. Destiny is actually like a really good debater and one of the smartest people that is on the Democrat voting side of the spectrum, and it's really crazy coming from the political perspective I have. I mean, I supported Trump for a while. I definitely do not now. But yeah, it was really eye-opening to see Destiny confront all these different MAGA people and see how these people. I watch a lot of other debates, and it's interesting to see how few and far between there are MAGA people that can handle any duration of a debate with Destiny. It's impressive. He's a good debater, and he's got some very valid points. I don't agree with everything he says, though. He supported Kamala Harris, and you couldn't disagree with me more on something like that. But yeah, so I'm not familiar with all the dirt and fucking peripheral bullshit baggage that comes along with Destiny, because he's a smart guy and actually does like really good content. However, the peripheral bullshit is all I know about Ethan, because again, he's not on my radar at all. His content isn't like fun and like entertaining anymore. He takes himself too seriously. The only clips I ever see of this fucking guy is him trying to ruin someone's career.
To show you.
Far from the worst. It gets way worse from here, guys.
Here's the next.
I was going to say, I need the full context of this clip. For me to be able to judge this, I don't know. Guys, for Destiny to say that, he could be putting it in some way that, you know, he's trying to be fucking edgy, just being like, oh, it's almost the same thing as like the Donald Trump quote where he's like, women let you grab them by the pussy. You can grab them by the pussy, da 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 da. And everyone's like, oh my God, Donald Trump is admitting to, you know, assaulting women. When it's like, you can interpret that different ways. You know, if you're imagining the worst interpretation of that, then yes, that means, Donald Trump thinks that he can just go up to any woman and do that. But probably, and again, I'm not, guys, I'm not playing goalie for Donald Trump anymore. Give us that fucking Epstein list. But you could interpret that also as he's saying, because he's famous and whatever, that women, you know, they act attracted to you and whatever, and they give off the vibe. It's just like, you know, I've touched women's boobs and stuff. You know, when I was growing up, I was hoping, I prayed to God every night that I would be straight. I turned out gay, but I used to want to be straight really bad. Would, like, you know, still date girls and whatever. And, you know, and even in the gay butt stuff relationships I'm in, it's like people don't ask for consent when they do stuff. It's a fucking, obviously, it's a vibe. This is one of the things where, you know, it gets dicey with women accusing men of doing certain stuff, like when they're drunk and in college and whatever, because it's like a guy. Dude, I don't know what the fuck people think. This is seriously asking for consent. Like, seriously asking somebody, can I kiss you? Can I touch your breast now? Can I stick my finger in your little, you know? How the fuck? You can't dry up a woman's vagina faster, I think. That is a boner killer. You know, it's a vibe. When people are fucking hooking up, it's like a vibe type of thing. And if someone says, no, don't do that, then you fucking stop. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong impression. I thought you were flirting with me, this and that. No, I wasn't. I'm not attracted to you. Okay. And then we move on. My mistake. Normally for a guy, that's like embarrassing for him too. Yeah, I get that it might be, if a girl is really not into a guy, it's embarrassing for them, but it is also embarrassing for the man. Dark Brandon, what's up, lover? Bro, I don't this fucking person. Bro, I don't know who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Lover, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I think I did see it. Yeah, maybe not. Fucking psycho. I love my chat. Moisturizer immediately gone. Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have to see, unfortunately, for me to judge this groping thing with the Destiny video, if this girl is on a stream with him, like flirting and whatever, and they're both drunk, this is not that egregious. Of course, it's way different if this chick was on his stream and they were both sitting there just drinking some, and then Destiny just aggressively came up and assaulted her like that. That would be absolutely reprehensible and disgusting. I don't know that that's what happened in that clip. I have not seen it, and it was edited out, and it was 5 seconds. 5 seconds of a clip does not provide enough context as to whether that, you know, that kind of contact was warranted or not.
This one where he admits to sharing photos of a 15-year-old who sent him bikini shots with his homies, and how he couldn't resist barely resist the urge of
In
wanting to have
2012,
sex
when
with
Destiny
her.
was 23, he shared in a group chat with a couple of his friends the messages.
Oh, it's getting worse. Destiny, how can I defend you? You're making it so hard. Why do you say such edgy stuff?
You want to see the sickest in the world? So many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. Dude, she's 15. What the but she sent me pictures that made it so hard to say no. Then Destiny linked a picture of this girl in a bikini in the chat and said, "Girl on the left, so hard to say no. Gonna get arrested one of these MLGs, man." So in these logs, when Destiny was 23, he said that it
Yikes.
was really hard to turn down hooking up with this 15-year-old because she looked so good in this picture of her in a bikini. He then shared this lewd image of a child with his friends and said that he's gonna get arrested someday.
Imagine receiving a bikini pic from a 15-year-old in your DMs, a fan of yours, and being like, she's so hot, I need to share this with the boys.
Chat log. I was talking with a bunch of other esports guys, and we were basically talking about how crazy the jailbait is in the gaming communities. It's ridiculous. I think I said something along the lines of like, there are 15-year-old chicks that are like hottest that will like try to send you pictures to like you at events, and it's like you have to be really careful when you navigate that.
So what is the admitting off to 15-year-olds then? What is that in relation
I never
to?
admitted. I think I just said like this. I think the log is something like this 15-year-old chick was trying to send me or was sending me pictures of herself, and she was hot. It's like really hard to like turn down some of these people. I think.
Wait, how old was she?
She said she was 15.
So you did get pictures from a 15-year-old? Not
Not nudes though. Sorry, I should specify. I think a couple pics of her like at the beach or something. But
in swimwear?
yeah.
So you're getting swimwear pics from 15-year-olds?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
That's crazy. That's great. I'm sorry, guys. Anyone who's defending this man needs to know that, okay?
Dude, that, you know what? That ain't great. That doesn't sound great. It really doesn't. Guys, for being real here, I don't know, man. That doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound great, but let me say, there's some stuff Ethan has said that does not sound great either. This is why I say this is a lose-lose situation. I don't know why Ethan Klein does this to himself. He fucking chooses some random person on the internet to talk shit about, and he gets his people to dig up every fucking possible thing this person's ever said or done that could look bad. And then everybody else does it to him, and he just ends up looking bad, plus like he has AIDS.
Again,
Okay, so again for timeline, this is 2012. Okay, 13 years ago when I was 23. I feel like if the goal
Ethan Klein has AIDS, and they aid him by going and digging up dirt on other streamers.
is to say that I'm a pedophile, it feels kind of weird that I wouldn't the 15-year-old. I'm just saying, if the argument is going to be that I'm a pedophile, wouldn't I be posting saying like, look at this hot 15-year-old jailbait that I hooked up? Wouldn't that be the statement or whatever? But regardless, back in the day, for anybody that was alive or back there in the crazy gaming times, MLG events were literally cesspools of crazy fans and creators hooking up, fans and fans hooking up, creators and creators hooking up, people getting raped, people getting drugged.
Dude, look, Destiny, let me say, he's downplaying this right here. And I feel like the road he's going down is like, he probably has some good points, but it doesn't look good when you're saying a 15-year-old is like hot. That's just, whatever. That doesn't, I don't know what, if there was some more context to these texts where you could argue that was a joke or something, I would have no problem with it. If things are said in humor, I've got no problem. But if he actually unironically, unjokingly sent that text to somebody, God damn it, all these hot 15-year-olds up in my DMs. Oh my God. It's like, I can't even go in there.
Doing drugs, people raping people. There's just crazy. And one of the issues back then as well, because everybody involved in pro gaming was so young, and I think even actually that might even be true. I don't know how young people are today. Like everybody is literally like 14 to 22 at these events. It's just like all sorts of people that are going here. And one of the things is people would message you, people would DM you. Obviously, if you were a big streamer, if you were a big player, and they would send you pictures, like, hey, we should hook up, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, I think there were people who were getting in trouble for hooking up with underage people. Yeah, I messaged my little team or whatever. Obviously, those DMs were pretty crass. But I mean, the whole point is like, hey, like there are going to be people that DM you. They'll send you pictures. They look older than they actually are. Don't minor. Your life is going to be over. Don't do it. If you want to like sit here and virtue signal about how, oh no, like every single person above or below this.
Okay, so look, Destiny he's definitely downplaying this. If the person, I could see, man, if the text, he should have said in the text that they look like they're 18, but she's 15. That could have even saved him to say that now is just, it doesn't it doesn't save you the same way it would have if you sent that in the initial thread of text where you said the 15-year-old was hot. I don't know. It's not doing the same work for you saying it now. Man, I mean, that would have really saved you if you said it back then.
Age, like the second they turn 18 or 22, they instantly look attractive. Like this, I'm not here for that. If that's what you want to do, then go for it. But I mean, yeah. Again, I don't know why I would not the person if I'm a pedophile, or maybe Ethan's argument is going to be that I become a pedophile later on in life, and I wasn't back then. But yeah. Also, these are people who, by the time I learn my age, typically they would message you, send you a pic, or whatever. By the time I learn their age, I stop talking to this person, right? It's not like, oh my God, I continue to talk to this person after I found out they're 15. It's like they chat you up for a little bit, like, wait a second, how old are you? And they're like, oh, I'm 15, 16, 17. It's like, oh, nope, okay, well, they're talking to this person. Yeah, I've never received also like nudes or lewds or any crazy thing like this. Like, I think the thing I said was like a beach picture, somebody on the beach. There's like an Instagram. I don't know if it was Instagram back then if that existed, but yeah, but okay.
That's man, judging this fucking internet filth stuff is just, it's really not easy. It's not easy to sit here and judge other people, guys. I know it looks like it's just a barrel of monkeys. It looks like it's just a lot of fun, but it's not. It's very hard. It's so hard to sit here and judge people. Oh, fuck. I think Destiny has a good point. Look, guys, I really don't think Destiny is like a kid toucher or like into that. I really don't think he is. I really don't think so. I think he's just like, we could, who the fuck, if he's saying the 15-year-old was hot, that's not a good, I wish he would have said then that he thought they were 18 and then said they were 15 and whatever. It's not good to have all of this crazy shit in text. But I mean, I don't know if this is about as crazy as it gets. I mean, I don't fucking know. Let's see what Destiny found on Ethan. Let's compare. We're gonna get there.
That's not it. That's not all, folks. Here's another one. When he was 26.
A couple years later in 2015, when Destiny was 26, he shared in his chat, I would the shit out of that 15-year-old. What the? There's no way that chick is 15.
No! No! Destiny, no! My dude.
So now we've seen two separate occasions.
Guys, this is not normal. You just don't type that kind of stuff. Unless you're like Jared Fogle in a chat with his homies, Like he's speaking openly with the dogs who are like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You would never say, this is not normal. And like he keeps getting older and older.
Yes, that's how time works. I do indeed continue to get older.
But the girls stay the same age.
He loves that joke. He said this joke in like 50 different shows that I've watched at this point.
It's a decent joke.
I'll leave it up for you to decide if you think I genuinely am typing in my chat about how hot this girl is and me wanting to her, or if this is just a crazy thing I'm saying in chat about some crazy clip posted in chat, but I went back and I found what it was in chat, and this was it.
My name is Victoria, and I'm 15 years old, and I don't care what your mama says, I'm gonna have a baby. I will do whatever it takes to take care of my baby. If it has tons of toxicity in my body, then so be it. I'm gonna dress my baby in all brand names, and if I can't support it, then I guess I'm gonna steal it. My mama thinks that I'm not ready to have a baby, but I have everything my baby will need. If my baby gets clothes and it needs a blanket, it's alright, because I have it. And if my baby needs clothes, it's cool.
Destiny wanted to bang the Catch Me Outside girl. Holy fuck. Oh my god. No, I mean, I could see the fact that is just one little thing completely out of context. That's a little bit of a red flag if you're burying somebody and you're showing some little snippet out of context. It just doesn't do it for me. Because I've heard worse jokes. Guys, every time this comes up, I will do it every single time. I don't have a problem. I don't care if it pisses people off that I bring it up every time. If someone's making a fucking fucked up joke like that, how could I ever judge that when I listen to fucking Guar? They have a song called Baby Raper, and it's a good song. It's a catchy tune. It's just a song about the guy being about Odorous, the lead singer of Guar. They're alien monsters, and it's just about him being a complete piece of shit. And he's like, I'm the fucking baby raper. I'm the guy that stiffed the waiter.
Tons of them. And if my baby loses the past 5
Something filthy ejaculator.
days, I have 3 more. I'm not just having sex with 1, not 2, but 3 different guys. That's right, I'm a player, but that's cool because I got it like that. My life dreams are to drop out of school, to be on Girl Gone Wild, and to
Destiny likes these little thoughts.
have my baby. And there's nothing my single mother can say to change my mind.
Okay, so it could have been a genuine confession for my pedophilic urges, or it could be an edgy joke in chat. I don't know. You decide.
Again, that's not all, folks.
File. But the colloquial definition of pedophile is
Oh, and then also I guess although I guess he's building a pattern of behavior. Again, this was a joke in my chat in 2015. Okay, but that's okay. We're building our pattern. All right.
That's not all, folks.
2015, jokes about banging kids, they weren't taken so seriously back then. This was before Pizzagate. So it was different times.
file. But the colloquial definition of pedophile is someone who is attracted to children, and Destiny is at least somewhat attracted to children.
There's some 15, 16-year-old chicks that look pretty hot. Like I can't help that. Like some people mature and older.
Destiny
Okay, so
No! No! Destiny, no!
again, you can have issues with what I'm saying, but definitionally, I'm literally talking about people that look older than 15, 16. Not teenagers are hot. I love teenagers, but some 15, 16-year-olds can look older. That's the opposite of pedophilia. But listen, if that's what you want to say, that's fine.
Oh, yikes. Yikes. Destiny, I hope you dug up some good dirt on H3H3 because I did you a lot of favors in the intro to this. I hope you dug up some good stuff. He better have some jokes about little kid orgies at Nickelodeon or something. We need something good.
Okay, we'll keep going through it.
And another streamer who got exposed for having sex with a 14-year-old by saying, even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what pedophile means. Go look it up. Seriously, if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young.
Scott Starbird, my comments keep getting deleted by YT. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, YouTube is on to me. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. What are you trying to type? Can't you carny it up? Kiz-arny it up? So your kiz comments don't get delizzy tizzed?
And being attracted to someone because they are young, you have absolutely no business whatsoever commenting on the issue, period. It makes you look uneducated.
He's like, it is so outrageous, sir, that you would call someone sleeping with a 14-year-old pedophilia. How dare you, sir? Even if you want to play this game where it's like, actually, I want to 16 and 17-year-olds. There's 14 is pushing it. 14. What are we talking about? This man was like, yeah, you could a 14-year-old. That's not the same thing. Guys,
I don't think I've ever said that ever. But
are we all hearing the same thing? It's 14. This dude has made it like.
Hold on, let's back up. What was the clip again? What happened?
Older. That's
14 ain't cool. That's not cool. Hold on.
Definition of pedophile is
oh, and then also I guess although I guess he's building a pattern of behavior. Again, this was a joke in my chat in 2015. Okay, but that's okay. We're building our pattern. All right.
That's not all, folks.
Pedophile. But the colloquial definition of pedophile is someone who is attracted to children, and Destiny is at least somewhat attracted to children.
There are some 15, 16-year-old chicks that look pretty hot. Like I can't help that. Like some people mature and older.
Destiny
Okay, so again, you can have issues with what I'm saying, but definitionally, I'm literally talking about people that look older than 15, 16. Not teenagers are hot. I love teenagers, but some 15, 16-year-olds can look older. That's the opposite of pedophilia, but
Ay. No bueno. Yikes.
Listen, if that's what you want to say, that's fine. Okay, we'll keep going through it.
And another streamer who got exposed for having sex with
I mean, I guess that's like, technically he's talking about someone that looks older. Why are we even... Man, I'm like trying to be like, I'm obviously having a little bit of fun at both of these guys' expenses here, but I am also trying to somewhat judge fairly here. I'm trying to imagine a context in some kind of, I don't know what, I got a fart, Huh? Oh, I'm trying to imagine what kind of like debate context or something that I mean, these are short little clips. I don't know what to think about half of this because that is a, you know, that is a very tricky game that people like to play with these fucking expose fucking bullshit things of playing some short little clip. Some of the look there. I don't know the full story on the Vox situation, but there were some things, some clips of what he was saying that in the clips of what I saw, if you watch the full context of the clip, some of it was not as bad as it was presented as being by everybody on the internet. There was a couple things that he was saying that I was like, okay, this guy is a crazy debate nerd. I could see in the full context of this full clip that he is actually making a fairly, you know, decent point, but it just doesn't look good in the context of people watching that now knowing that you accidentally exposed yourself as having, you know, lolly stuff in your little collection in your folder that you exposed. I don't know. I mean, so I would have to see the full context of this, what Destiny's saying in this fucking clip, but as it stands, it definitely does not look good. It doesn't sound like he's like deep in some fucking debate that he had to fucking, you know, make his point by saying what he said. I don't know.
14-year-old by saying, even if he did bang a 14-year-old, no, that's not what pedophile means. Go look it up. Seriously, if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they are young, you have absolutely no business whatsoever commenting on the issue, period. It makes you look uneducated.
He's like, it is so outrageous, sir, that you would call someone sleeping with a 14-year-old pedophilia. How dare you, sir? Even if you want to play this game where it's like, actually, I want to 16 and 17-year-olds. There's 14 is pushing it. 14. What are we talking about? This man was like, yeah, you could a 14-year-old. That's not the same thing. Guys.
I don't know if I don't think I've ever said that ever. But
are we all hearing the same thing? It's 14. This dude has made it like his personal crusade to normalize children. Like how many?
That's a wild statement to say based off what we've seen so far. I did go back and I found the post for this because I was curious. I think I made an OP here that basically has to do, with like, streaming is a little bit different and crazy because you have so much access in people's lives you don't traditionally get. At the bottom of this post, I literally say one of the incidents that I brought up was this guy Stefano got in trouble because he was 19 and he DM'd some player saying that he abused a 14-year-old, and everybody took that as because this guy's French, not because of their abuse of sex, but because of a ESL thing. I literally say at the bottom here, I'm not taking a side on any of these issues or commenting on this happened. I'm just giving food for thought about like the level of access that you have to people's lives here. I was never defending this in this post. I'm not defending this anywhere. I think I was an edgy like internet atheist, and we did if you don't understand the difference between being attracted to someone that happens to be young and being attracted to someone because they're young, the difference between pedophile.
Man, I don't know. See, this is what I'm saying. If he right here, this is what I'm. There's more context here that they're debating some fucking issue, some event that happened in what do you say, France? I was looking back and forth at the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it obviously doesn't sound good reading that out loud, but if it's in the context of him debating something and he's not expressing, you know, his personal desires and fetishes, then that's I think that's a little different.
Else, I will say that if that's like a creepy thing that people are doing to advocate for, I guess like kids.
You've been seeing this girl for a month?
Around a month, yeah.
Do you love her? Is Brandon good at sex?
Honestly, yeah.
She's 17.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Brandon.
What? Anyway,
she couldn't get to Jason's party because she wasn't 18. Like, I knew about this. That's why I distanced myself. And Jason would always be pissed at me that I wouldn't film with Brandon. I'm like, he's an actual like pedophile, and we're actually like, and he's like 24.
Having sex with a 7-year-old isn't pedophilia.
It's pedophilia for sure.
Here we go. We got the Ethan Klein clips. Is Ethan Klein about to argue that just because you're under the age of 18 doesn't mean that you're a PDF file? I may as well say it. It's going to be said 100 fucking times. Clearly, there's no way to save this my stream here. I'm fucked. But uh-oh, here we go. It's getting juicy.
It's
with a minor for sure that's an actual pedophile. Like it's a child. 17-year-old is a child.
So okay, whatever. I don't need to debate that, but it's illegal. Well, pedophile is someone that has sex with kids.
She's a child. That's a child.
But you don't magically become not a child when you go turn from when the clock ticks midnight.
That actually is like how it works. Yeah. Like you also have no business being like an 18-year-old, but like 17 is an actual child. It's actually.
Uh-oh, careful, Ethan Klein. Careful. You're trying to debate something here, and people are going to go back and watch this and interpret this as your personal desires. Be careful.
Legal. Like you actually should go to jail.
But, okay, I'm not here to debate that, but some states it's 16.
But it's not that in California.
I know it's illegal. It's fine.
So I mean, like, if that counts as like ardently defending tribe kids, then maybe me and Ethan are just born to justify it. I don't know.
Hey, Tom's going to go on the record protecting it. He goes, 17 is cool. 15 is cool.
Never said either of those things.
14 is
haven't said that.
Not pedophilia, guys.
Well, Ethan, you agreed with him. 17 is cool. You just debated Trisha Paytas. You fucking idiot.
Is 13 pedophilia?
Haven't said any. Like
12.
Not sure if this is his own fantasy that he's projecting on me, or
where does it stop? I'd like to know his opinion on that. You know, so a lot of people, kids start hitting puberty at 12. Some girls start hitting puberty earlier than that. Is 10? Some girls hit puberty by 10. Is that not pedophilia? Stephen Bennell II. By the way, the second is just junior. Okay, you don't get to play the
second is not junior. They are different on your birth certificate. The reason why I'm not junior is because my dad just didn't want to be called senior, so he wrote mine as the second, so he could be the first. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but
Royal Guard game with just being the second. In fact, that's just junior, which ironically is what you call all the girls you date. Come on over here, junior. Come sit in daddy's lap.
Another pedophile joke, but okay.
Yeah, but guess what, guys? There's more.
Incident is when him and his friends, the Bro Squad, watched an 8-year-old boy shake his penis for them on a live stream.
I shouldn't tell this because
I did hear about this. This is fucking weird too. This doesn't sound great, but again, I don't get the vibe from Destiny that he in an attractive, non-platonic type of way, he wanted to see this little kid do this. I think it's more likely probably that him and his friends were fucking with some little kid, and whatever the fuck happened, that they were set. I don't know what if they tried to get him to do it, and even if him and his Destiny and his friends did try to get him to do it, maybe they're trying to get him deleted or something. I don't know. I mean, that's probably the most charitable interpretation of it. But again, it's not great. It's not great when someone's trying to establish a pattern and you've got clips like this. It's a bad look.
Arrested for child protective services.
By the way, how many times has he said that? Once is enough. Has he said this like 3 times? He's like, I shouldn't tell you guys this because I'm going to get arrested for child porn. 3? How many times do we tell that joke?
I haven't gotten into Ethan's jokes yet, but I do think it's kind of funny that I feel like I've heard him say similar things.
It's called Children's Joy TV for a reason. The guy knows how to give pleasure to children. Children's Joy TV, baby gets anal raped by a syringe and gets injected with AIDS virus.
When we see something like this, are we supposed to call the police?
Am I on it? I feel like I'm definitely on the FBI watch list now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many FBI watch list jokes he's made. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But if like that's the standard, then sure.
I used to be part of this horrible thing called the Bro Squad. Okay. Me, if you remember that cheeks.
I hate listening to myself talk a long time ago. Oh my
God. Part of the Bro Squad. And what we would do is we would go around just on TV streams, trolling the shit out of these people. And we went around channel to channel, like around, like it was just horrible. We went to this channel with this kid was like 8 years old. And he was broing out with everybody in this chat. And for whatever reason, this kid decides to take his pants off and wiggle his 8-year-old on screen. I can't even believe it. Oh my God. It was like, I didn't even know, like, we were on Skype, we were like, holy shit. Like, we had to do like a double take because we didn't even know, like, what was like, we were looking at like an 8-year-old like, on the screen. And his brother, we call him Captain Push-Ups, would like come in the room. And this guy was like 14 years old. He had his shirt off. He was like this, like watching the stream the entire time. Oh my God.
What's interesting is he makes it seem like this kid just happened to take out, but they clearly spent a lot of time there because they like had a nickname for the brother who was there watching the whole time. Like this was an intimate setting in which there was a lot of time spent.
Okay, so again, I don't know why Ethan
intimate setting with an 8-year-old
projects his own fantasies onto this, So this was a thing that happened back in 2010, which is 15 years ago. But if we want to go back, that's fine. I will say in the early days of live streaming websites were literally the wild west of crazy, unhinged. Me and a few other people, plenty of people would bounce between Ustream, live stream, Justin TV, and you could find old dudes doing conspiracy theories. You could find people doing self-harm. You could find copyright material being played. You could find just like a bunch of crazy shit. We popped into this dude's stream. We were trolling in chat for a little bit. Nobody's saying like, oh my God, yes, like take your, whatever Ethan is fantasizing here. There were no long-term relations with any of these people. It was a crazy thing that happened. We left the stream immediately after. I don't know why he likes to project whatever other fantasy of spending a lot of time there getting to know the person. Maybe he's done trolling like this in the past. I'm just not aware of, but
here's another one, guys, in case you haven't seen enough. This one comes to you courtesy of the Pope, Nicholas Diorio, or whatever it is they do.
God bless.
God bless. Nicholas bless.
Years old. That's an adult. That's an adult dog. No. No. Okay, I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me.
Okay, that's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst clip. That's the worst clip.
Okay, I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the same, dude. Don't give me this.
That's such an interesting
This is exactly what we're saying.
Because it's all the same, bro. 15, 13, 14, 15. It's all the same, bro. I'm 29. Huh? And also, on the other hand, also is a self-report because it suggests he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means when he says it knows exactly what I'm doing. So this is a clip that gets thrown around a lot because people like to say that apparently everybody below 20 I view the exact same. That is one voice cut from that debate. If you listen to the actual debate here, I'm arguing with a dude who is literally trying to abduct a mentally retarded 19-year-old and take her to another state and impregnate her. Basically, every other time I'm speaking about this person and their age, I do refer to the fact they're 19, but it's not just the fact they're 19, there's a whole bunch of other things too. AF's own words, a 19-year-old girl communicated with him online. He fell in love with her. He convinced her to leave her family and join him. And then after 3 weeks of being with her, a girl that had never lived on her own, worked a job, lived apart from her parents, been in a relationship, he convinced her to try to have a child with him.
First, I would say,
Man, you know what? Yeah, I think this this is what I'm talking about. You need the full context because that clip looked really bad, but when someone, and this is one of the things, like, Ethan Klein is a fucking dum-dum. I feel like he has not been in the fucking trenches debating and actually fucking going into getting in the nitty-gritty about different topics and not being afraid to fucking debate shit and put everything on the fucking line in a bunch of fucking debates like Destiny has done. I feel like Ethan it's really easy for someone to say like, oh my God, there's all these clips of so-and-so saying this disgusting shit. You're playing it out of context. And these are people having conversations that are like, unironically, I'm saying this, deeper than any fucking conversation Ethan Klein has ever had with his fucking Skeletor wife. It's like, of course, it's easy to fucking clip that and make it look really bad. But here in the full context, it looks like Destiny is debating somebody else about a relationship that a 30-some-year-old guy was dating a 19-year-old girl that was like mentally disabled. And so he's making a comparison. He's saying, well, I'm 29. If I were dating a 19-year-old, it may as well be a fucking 15-year-old, because a 19-year-old is almost just as like comparatively dumb and inexperienced in life as a 15-year-old would be to me. He's not saying, oh, if it's a 19-year-old and they're hot, they may as well be 15 and hot. It's not this is really cheap on Ethan Klein's part. Mark Roy, what's up, fam lamb? Dark Match Steve, what happened in Minnesota? Crazy. Yeah, I know. It was so crazy. It got my stream taken down last night, and now I have shitty numbers tonight. Thank you for reminding me. I don't want to read this out loud, but yeah, Scott. No, that is weird. Kino Casino did a deep dive on Destiny webcamming with a 8-year-old, and Destiny was telling the boys to do stuff with each other. Well, that's fucking gross. No, that's not. If we're being way too charitable, that's disgusting. If he's doing that to be fucking edgy or something, or I don't fucking know. Destiny's right. The internet was fucking different. The internet was different back in the day, but that's disgusting either way. But if he's doing that to fuck with somebody, it's definitely different than being attracted to people in that age group. But I don't fucking know. You know, this is the thing, is both of these guys look fucking bad in this situation, both Destiny and Ethan. There's too many bad clips available on both of these guys. It's really stupid for them to play the game of who's the biggest pedo. It's a lose-lose.
Don't care about your moral offense, you piece of...
Sure, you don't have to care about my moral offense because the court already agreed with me about the moral offense. She had never lived on her own before, and despite all of this, you convinced her to leave her family without a word to join you and make a baby.
That's called love, you idiot.
That's called love? A 19-year-old girl? Sorry.
Yeah, a 19-year-old girl can love, you idiot. I want people in the future to be scared of going out with mentally disabled people. Eventually, Destiny will find out, and it will ruin their life. Now, it is a 19-year-old woman who was free to make her choices. Steven can come here and express moral offense. Who cares? Everyone in the chat says 19 is legal, Steven.
So why didn't she fight the court about being appointed a guardian, JF? If she wanted to...
She was intimidated, physically abused by her father, and intimidated into abandoning her rights.
You're saying that a girl was so easily intimidated that she quickly gave up her right to exist an autonomous person, but you claim the same person was mature enough to make the decision to move in with you and bear your child?
The reality is that...
Like, there's a lot in this debate. It was not just that the fact that this girl was 19. This girl was declared mentally incompetent by a court. And then her parents prevented her from being abducted by this guy. Sure, yeah, because when you live with somebody... All of these are from that same debate, by the way. Sure, yeah, because when you live with somebody, it's a totally different thing. So somebody tells me that they're in love with somebody that they've been talking to online, and then they up and just leave their family.
Man, that's a dirty game. That's a dirty game. Grando Reaper said Destiny diddles kids or tries to. Dude, you know what? I think honestly, guys, and it's not cool either way to be getting some fucking kids to do whatever on some stream, but I don't get that vibe from Destiny. I feel like Destiny, if we're being 100% real, I feel like he's probably someone who's just on the fucking internet too much and exposed to everything and kind of trying to be edgy for the clicks and whatever. And he's probably done some fucked up stuff, but I don't get the vibe from him that he like wants to do bad stuff to kids. I don't know. I could be completely fucking wrong, but I don't. I feel like people like him, the same thing with Vosh, if I'm being real. I mean, Vosh had some fucking whatever lolly stuff on his computer. I mean, am I ever gonna? Look. I was surprised. Guys, remember we played on one of the nights. The theme for the stream was Vosh has some vibes. Yeah, I don't fucking know. The glasses don't help. But one of those nights we had the theme was the cops versus creeps or something. And that one guy got arrested for stuff that was on his computer. And you guys know, I you know, if I come across a badge cam or something that within 30 seconds or a minute into the thing, if it starts to look like it might get juicy, I save it for the stream and I don't watch it. I had no idea where it was going. I thought this guy, and I was roasting. We were roasting this fucking guy for being a PDF file during this whole badge cam thing because I assumed that's where it was going, that he got arrested for having actual pictures of kids and stuff on his laptop, which was the impression it gave when I first watched the first couple minutes of this badge cam. Come to find out, the guy got arrested for having AI generated pictures of kids on his computer. Now, and I actually felt bad for roasting this guy during the whole fucking stream because I assumed there were some actual kids that were victims in this. Now, is it cool to have AI generated pictures of weird shit? No, I'm not into that. I think it's fucking weird. Am I ever, God, I got gas tonight. Oh, am I ever going to fucking use my mental capacity to go hunt people down who have AI generated pictures of stuff? I think that is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. It's still gross and whatever. I think it's stupid though. There's no fucking victim. I think there's plenty of people that watch crazy shit and it's not something they would ever go try to do in real life. Guys, how many people are like huge fans of horror films? everybody fucking goes and watches horror films, and there are a lot of people that are way, way too into them. I used to be one of those people where I didn't want to watch a movie unless it was fucked up and somebody got killed in some crazy new interesting way. Watch somebody suffer and die. I was a goth kid. I was into weird shit. Is everybody that's into fucking murder mysteries, are they a fucking serial killer? No. There's fucking absolutely disgusting shit. Hills Have Eyes, fucking Hostel, Saw. Millions of people go watch these fucking movies and sit there and are glued to the screen watching people be simulated as being tortured and, having their lives taken. That doesn't mean everybody wants to do that in real life. If we're just, guys, we're having a free, open conversation here. I don't give a fuck if someone thinks I'm weird. I have literally nothing to hide. You can send the cops here and fucking have them go through my phone. There's literally just nudes of myself and the guy that I butt fuck. I watch all the porn that I watch is on Twitter. Okay, I don't go to any fucking weird websites. I'm scared to do that on my phone. There's so many above age, regular, hot men I want to watch on Twitter, and that's what I do because I'm gay. Okay, I'm just trying to be real here. If we're trying to we have to. If we're going to apply the standard, why is it that for something depicting something bad happening or to a child or whatever, that's like something that someone it's arrestable, but we can watch people get fucking murdered. You just got to pay your Netflix subscription and you can watch that all day. Doesn't mean you want to go kill somebody, right?
With no word, and they just drive cross country, and in a few weeks are trying to create a child with this person without a financial future, without any type of financial security. Yeah, there's a ton of red flags there.
Apparently, she was intelligent enough to find a guy who wanted to care for her for the rest of his life and who had the amount of money required to survive for that long. And so go get moral. Is extensive enough that 3,000 people watching live should hear his point of view about her life.
And here we have JF, the 32-year-old man, thrice married, who has found true love by talking to a 19-year-old mentally disabled girl who saw him on a podcast and messaged him on Skype. And after a few months, he's determined that she is his soulmate, and he wants to ship her off to North Carolina to put a baby in her.
So that's biology. I'm sorry you have a problem with
Yeah, biology.
Do you think, Destiny?
If this was just love, I honestly wouldn't care as much. It was that JF was trying to do unstoppable damage, permanent damage to her life by having a child with her. That's more than just love. If they were just living together or whatever, and then the father showed up, that's an entirely different situation. It's the fact that after living with her for a few weeks, JF is trying to get her pregnant. This is a girl that's never even lived on her own before. He thinks she could take care of a kid? That's comical.
I'm assuming
people that never watched this debate like to pretend that I was just screaming 19, 19, 19, but there was way, way, way more going on here. You can rip one clip from it if you want, but
from a guy heading to a bar and buying a chick drinks and then paying for dinner and then buying her a bunch of presents and treating her very well. It's the same thing, man.
It's not though. It's not. No. There's a huge difference. It's the difference between consent versus informed consent. That the woman at the bar is a mature adult that has the mental faculty to make decisions about her future. A mentally retarded 19-year-old that.
Oh shit, Grando Reaper, congratulations. My son was born Saturday. I'm pretty much living at Shands and Gville. Dude, holy shit, congratulations, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. I'm gay. I'm going to die alone. Congratulations.
This particular one, apparently, according to two psychiatrists, ruled that she did not have the faculty to make this decision. I'm curious, how would you feel about a 17-year-old girl doing this?
Depends on what.
Okay, how would you feel about a 15-year-old girl doing this?
No, probably because it's now illegal.
So the only thing that matters to you is the law. Let's say we get rid of the law and we're just talking morality. How would you feel about Jeff doing this with a 15-year-old girl?
I would be very opposed to that. It's disgusting in my opinion. But however, I know what you're going to say. Because what if this girl was 30, but her mental state stayed as let's say a 14-year-old? So don't let her do it.
That's what we do. Yeah, Andy, there are people that get old who are appointed guardians for their entire lives because they're not mentally capable of living on their own. And if they do live on their own, no, it's not inhumane. We do this to prevent other people from taking advantage of them.
But okay, I guess you can pretend that debate was about me arguing that you should be able to 19 and 15-year-olds. Okay,
so some legal age of consent, whatever.
Just because of some legal age of consent, huh? That's the age of consent. I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good. We should have a minimum age so that adults can't have sex with children. That is bullshit. That is just an imagined line in the sand that I will not conform to. Okay, he's constantly.
Okay, so this idea of me saying that The age of consent is that's not at all what I'm saying there at all. Like, it was the exact opposite argument that just because this girl was 19 years old, the age of consent doesn't matter here. She was literally mentally retarded. That was the point. I believe that quote comes from this segment, right? But no communication with the parents. Gets the girl pack up and leave. And now that you have this, the perfect specimen, okay? I have the girl with no family, no friends, okay, who is a retard, okay? Now you have this girl. What am I going to do? I'm going to put the baby in her. I'm going to put the baby in her. And now she's your slave forever. She has no friends, which she didn't. She has no family because he's cutting her off from them. She has nobody else that she can talk to, no support network. Now she has his baby, okay? She has no job, right? She has no real education, right? She's totally locked there, and she's his. That is disgusting, okay? And that's kind of why, like, the fact that he still defends this behavior is really irritating to me, because what he did was horrible. That kind of is literally disgusting. That he tried to trap a little girl, and I don't want to be presumptuous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if this upsets you because you're 19, or I'm sorry if this upsets you because you're 22 or something, right? Or if you're some legal guy or whatever, you know, when you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the same, dude. You know, don't give me this. Just because of some legal age of consent, whatever, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old freshman in school as I would a sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination.
Yeah, this is so this is cheap on Ethan Klein's part. I mean, unfortunately, this is so part of the issue you have here is that some of these examples are arguably not great, even in full context, or as full of context as Destiny is willing to provide, and anyone else. The fucking 8-year-old thing, and what is the part about a 15-year-old looking, you know, attractive and stuff, what he said, that stuff legitimately kind of, it's not great. So when you come across this, when Ethan plays this clip out of context, it doesn't sound great. But even after you play this in full context, it's like it sounds better. But unfortunately, it's like it's kind of like a drop in the bucket, you know? There's too many, you know, unfortunately, we have other bad, you know, not so great examples, bad behavior on Destiny's part. So when you play this, it's like it almost doesn't matter that you can find the good full context to it. I mean, it does still. I think this is cheap on Ethan's part, but I feel like if you've already done your research so far, you probably, I don't know. You're not being a goalie for Destiny as much because you've already, it already looks so bad. Who's going to go fact check this? Who's going to go watch this full debate to know the context?
And towards any of those people is really weird, okay? Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that, like, no, I'm 19, I'm a real adult, okay? I'm a real adult, okay? If you live with your mom and dad still pay all of your bills, you're still a virgin, you've never been in a relationship, you don't go to school, you've never even had a job before, you've never lived on your own, you're a child. You're very much a child. You don't know what it's like to wake up and go into work to work a job you hate because you have to pay a bill, okay? You don't know what it's like to have to make a decision between getting kind of a cool car and a piece of car because you can't afford it. You don't know what it's like to get called in to have to work an extra shift because you're right. You don't have any life experience. You don't know anything about anything. You're a child.
Bubba Army Ass Eater, welcome. Scott, you're asking me or Scott Starbird? I eat ass if it's like freshly, you know, cleaned and showered, like freshly. Like I still want there to be water droplets from the shower kind of like in there. Scott Starbird claps cheeks. He does. He's got like 3 or 4 kids. He's got like 10 kids.
So all the people in chat are like, no, 19 years old, that's an adult, dog. No. No.
So I guess we can pretend that this was cut just to Jesus Christ, bro. Wait, I think I exited the video.
Age of consent,
that I'm saying that, like, oh no, age of consent, let's minors. Again, maybe Ethan's projecting something on me there. And again, like, it's funny to cut the like 19-year-old or whatever, but like, obviously there are some 19-year-olds that are more mature. There are some 23-year-olds that are less mature. Like, I've chatted with like, you know, 22, 23-year-olds who are still like going to school and living with their parents and working on their masters who like are fighting with their parents. And those people are a lot different than even somebody a couple years younger, a 20-year-old who has lived on their own for a while. Obviously ages are proxies for life stages, life developments and everything else. But yeah, I mean, if you want to fantasize that I'm arguing against the age of consent, then go for it.
I think we all agree that's a good thing. Everyone but Destiny thinks that's good. We should have a minimum age so that adults can't have sex with children. That is bold. That is just an imagined line in the sand that I will not conform to. Okay, he's constantly blurring the line and trying to normalize the act of adults.
Like, is that
Dutch Duke? 0 times I've had to explain why I'm not a pedo. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. That's a good number to have. Really.
is me saying that like the 19 and the 50-year-old will have as much in common if they're in school having anything, that's blurring the line to, what do you think I'm blurring the line for? For making an argument why you should date or 15-year-olds, or for saying why like even a 19-year-old is probably somebody who's in a significantly different life stage. It's more comparable to a 15-year-old than a 25-year-old. Like which direction do you think the line is being blurred?
Dutch Duke, you know, Ethan Klein, I think his number is 0 also, but he just refuses to confront any accusations and any old clips of him talking about wanting to bang kids. The Destiny, unfortunately, for him is willing to confront some of this shit. But yeah, both of these guys, they don't look great
here. Sleeping with minors, right? Continually. This is the theme that we keep seeing. It's like, this is okay. This isn't that bad. This 15-year-old's hot. I want to this 15-year-old, but I won't, et cetera, et cetera. This is a pattern. Long pattern.
I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old freshman in school as I would sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards.
He's like freshman in college, sophomore in high school. It's all good, baby. Same.
That's yeah, okay. Maybe if he wasn't watching Nicholas Fat Oreo stream, maybe he would actually have some actual context of what this conversation is about. But you know what? Listen, I love the clip champion. Do it more. I love it, okay?
Those bikini pics in the DMs.
Those people is really weird, okay? Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay?
And then there's one more clip I want to show you guys.
Okay, can't play the rest of that. Got to move to the next thing. Okay.
Of when
Good one.
We were talking about Vosh and the lolly horse controversy. He accidentally opened a folder and he had lolly and horse porn on his computer. And everybody was clowning on him, except one person. There was one person that came to his defense. Who was it? Destiny. Why? Well, this take was...
Well, actually, Destiny wasn't the only one. Keffels was another one. But it's funny that Ethan Klein wouldn't mention that Keffels was one of the people that came to Vosh's defense, because Keffels found a clip of Ethan talking about how some like 15-year-old cartoon character was hot. Funny how Ethan Klein didn't mention that person responding to Ethan Klein's accusations about Vosh. Funny how that didn't get brought up.
So bizarre. I remember at the time being absolutely struck by it, and I pulled this straight from my memory because it was just so shocking to me. But here's his take on lolicon, which is the pornographic hentai drawings involving children.
Did you see the lolly discussion on Reddit? You know, if Vosh was a better person and not such a piece of shit, I'd be in the trenches. Because you know what? Who the fuck cares about lolly? Who cares about drawn? Imagine your life is so boring that you give a fuck about animated cartoon girls.
Imagine your life so boring that you care about sexualizing children. Imagine being so bored in your life that you actually care if grown-ups want to minors.
Dude, man, so I don't give a fuck what it sounds like. I literally have nothing to fucking hide. Guys, it's going to take some convincing for me to say that we have to fucking hunt down people that are looking at that stuff. It's not cool. I don't think it's cool. But man, like I said, how many fucking horror movies with people fucking getting killed? When is that crossing the line, and when does that set off the weirdo radar for people? Why is this only applied? This standard is only applied to kids stuff. You know, this is almost, I have to say, this is like a similar thing to like what you find with people accusing others of being, you know, antiseptic. You know, when you point out a problem with a certain religion and then people go, you're antiseptic, but then you go, no, wait, well, I've pointed this out about other religions too. And they're like, yeah, but the other religions, it doesn't matter if you're critical of them. It's only the one that it looks really nasty if you're critical of that or something. This is like a similar thing here. I don't think it's cool, but what the fuck? It's fake images. There's no victim. If someone is a fucking weirdo, they live their life completely normally in every other way, and once in a while they like looking at some weird lolly shit. I am just not gonna I'm not gonna let them babysit my kids, obviously, but I'm not gonna go fucking hunt them down. They're looking at some fucking fake thing.
Like, that's not what we're talking about right now. Again, I know that he loves to make everything about pedophilia because he has a rich history with obsessively making pedophilia jokes and everything else, but nobody on my stream, we do not normalize minors.
Scott Starboard, our caveman brains think about death on purpose to prepare us for the worst. Fantasizing about banging kids isn't normal. Dude, but it's not normal. It's not normal, but this is what I'm saying. Thinking about death, I feel like the way you're phrasing that, you're doing a lot of work to cover for how fucking disgusting some horror movies are. I mean, dude, in Hostel, this woman got hung upside down and stabbed a bunch of times with a giant fucking Grim Reaper Sith thing so that a woman could take a bloodbath underneath her dripping corpse. I mean, there are fucking disgusting horror movies. To just brush that off as like, oh, well, people think about death because we all have to fear death. I don't think that covers for how disgusting the Hostel and Saw movies and Devil's Rejects and stuff. I don't know. I think that crosses the, if watching and looking at lolly stuff that is like fake generated, whether it's AI or cartoon drawings and whatever, I mean, if that is crossing the line and those people should be in jail, I think I'm tempted to say that would be like, you should lock up people if they have watched every single Saw movie or something like that. That means you're fantasizing about death. How is that not fantasizing about murdering somebody? If you're like a fan of the Saw movies, you want to see somebody fucking cut a key out of their eye socket. You want to see someone cut their arm off to get released from this cage thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, it's just the kids stuff. It's not cool to me. But in terms of like people getting arrested for AI generated or like animated drawings, I don't know, man. I'm at the point in my head, I go, I don't, if it's drawings, that doesn't seem right to lock somebody up for having drawings of. It's granted, it's something disgusting, but I don't know. I'm open to being convinced either way, but yeah.
I've never normalized minors. I've never in my entire life argued for a lower age of consent. That just never ever happened on my stream. He's projecting so much weird shit onto me, and by projecting I mean just reading it straight from threads or from Nicholas Fury or anything else. But
bro, what? I don't know. I don't know if it's that minor of a detail.
Like, how old is the girl? I don't know. How old is the drawing? It's a goddamn picture. Who the cares? Girl, okay? People in Eden are like calling the FBI on Vouch. He's looking at cartoons that I don't like. I think that, like, bro.
That's not the criticism. It's not that they don't like it. It might have a fine plot. I mean, the plot might be a banger. I don't know. The problem, of course, is that it's depicting children being by adults. That's just, that's a detail that's important to emphasize.
Okay.
But it's drawings, right? In the case of Vosh, AI generated, you could argue, might be crossing the line to whatever. We could have that debate. But are we talking with Vosh? Are we talking about? I didn't even see what he supposedly had. I don't know the full story on Vosh, but it was animated like cartoon stuff, right? I mean, I don't. Where's the victim? Show me Vosh's victims, and then I will, I'll fucking turn the key to lock him up.
Now, I'm not here to judge anybody on what kind of animated pornography they decide to collect or show to other people.
Problem right now.
This is
You want
Uh-oh. Looks like Destiny found clips of Ethan saying something similar. Let's see where this goes.
Rick and Morty.
Okay.
No way. That's Rick and Morty? No.
Yeah, this is from an episode of Rick and Morty where Mr. Mises runs train on
No.
Mr. Mises and all of his buddies run train on April.
He's not Jewish, I can see.
Good observation. Thoughts on this?
Oh my God.
He meant summer, not April.
Describe what you're seeing.
Oh my God.
Describe this for the people who can't see it.
It looks like a
Here,
wolf.
into the mic.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, describe that. Go ahead.
I will say I did do the research, and Summer is only 17 years old. Okay.
So look at this, guys. Uh-oh, here we go. So wait, Scott Starboard, let's keep your standard. Scott, are you still in here, buddy? So what's Rick and Morty doing over here, dude? Where do we draw the line? No pun intended, with animated stuff. Is Rick and Morty seriously going to get away with depicting some adults running a train on a 17-year-old character? And we're going to go lock Vosh up for having some fucking weird anime shit? Is that what we're really doing right now? Where are we actually drawing the line with this? Because this is what I say, is it's a lot easier if we say it's drawings, so it's not real. Dude, Rick and Morty crossed the line. Okay, so should they get locked up? Everybody that likes this episode and watches it, should they get locked up? Should we put them in the same cell that Vosh is going to be in? This is what I'm saying. The animation stuff, I feel like it's more practical and realistic and fair to just say it's drawings. There's no fucking victims. I don't know. Seriously, if I drew some stick figures right here, hold on a second. Where's my pen? Is this going to come off? Okay, here we go. What if I drew some stick figure people and then I just told you guys that it's guys, I'm going to draw some I'm going to draw some pictures that Vosh would like, okay? Here we go, guys. Let's see if the cops come knocking at my door. Here we have this. This is a person. See his arms and his legs and his head? See this guy? He's got what's that? I don't know, guys. What's that? What's that I just drew there? That's something else sticking up there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm drawing something else. This is a smaller person. Look at this. Oh no, guys. Oh no, it's Lolly. Oh God. Look at that. It's a little kid getting banged by a fully grown man. Look, guys, I just broke the law. Oh my God. Look, it's Lolly. We'll do some like animation, you know, like he's going back and forth. Ah! Oh no, guys, I just broke the law. Look at that. Vosh, clip this for your collection so you can have something to jerk off to. I just crossed the line, guys. I belong in jail. Look at that. I just drew Lolly.
So he is now, okay. Do I actually think he's getting off to lolicon or that he enjoys this despite that creepy smile he has while sharing his
He is smiling. Oh fuck, let me get this back up. He is smiling a little too hard here. Look at him. He's like, yeah, Mom, this is how crazy the shows I like are. Oh yeah. This is kind of the content we like. It's so edgy, Ma. Describe for the people what you're watching. That's right, Mom. It's a 17-year-old having, you know, as he said, a train ran on them on Rick and Morty.
pornographic hentai with his parents? Probably not. But like, is this if this is the standard we're going to use? I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, I only said I didn't give a fuck about it. You're over here literally showing it to your mom and dad on stream. What the? They were talking about like Elsa and other Disney hentai earlier, but I'm too lazy to look up the age as well. Those girls. Here, okay, call me when this guy's fucks his way through some preschoolers. Okay, until then, get out of here. Who cares?
And then he sets this bar. He goes, I only care until you're preschoolers, which is 3-year-olds, bro. 3-year-olds. Kindergarten, good to go, baby. First, second, third, fifth grade, basically an adult.
Where do we draw? Okay, so 3-year-old is not okay, or that's when it's about. When do we actually draw the line? What is the
turn on? And everyone's like, well, she was legal, she was an adult, but she's clearly saying she was uncomfortable, didn't want it. He's 44, she's 18.
That's disgusting.
That to me should be a pedophile, because that's a child. You're a grown ass man. Yes, it's not legally a pedophile, but it's so.
I'm just saying people misuse the word pedophile.
He's still
pedophile is somebody like an 8-year-old.
Oh, 8 years old, not 3 years old. My bad. It's not preschool. It's what is that? Second grade? Me, I guess. My bad, Ethan. You know, you got me there, I guess.
Dude, that is so funny. Ethan is literally on. There's clips of him saying the same shit, making the same arguments about where you really draw the line. Ethan saying, oh, 16, 17, you know what? That's not a pedophile. I'd say maybe if that's someone that bangs like an 8-year-old or something. And meanwhile, he's roasting Destiny for saying the same shit.
And honestly, this is just a few of many, many, many clips of him sexualizing children and just being a total deviant, right? So
a few of many, many, many clips. So first of all, I'm pretty sure half of these didn't even involve Mia Rose is not a minor, okay? The other clip is here is me saying I'm not being a 15-year-old. To be careful, you don't minors. You've got like a crazy troll story from JTV. None of this is about soliciting pictures of anybody or receiving pictures of anybody. Like the fact that he's like built this extensive case. One is me talking about a 19-year-old to 14-year-old maybe isn't considered pedophile. Like all of these exact same types of jokes. And I would argue probably a bit worse have been told by Ethan. I don't understand why he's the one who would come at me for jokes like this. And I am going to the full snark thread. So that's what we're doing. That's it.
She spread her sexy little body all over the, prison yard.
Yeah.
I've seen this 20
a trillion
times.
So.
A lot of times when you weren't here and the lights were off. You know what that is?
That was a joke though, right? Him talking about when she's not there, him watching the 11-year. That was just a joke, I'm assuming, right?
Metaphor for it, Hila? Do you know what I'm going to say?
I don't want to know.
Guys, I don't know if I need to say it, but look what he's doing. Okay? Just look what he's doing, okay? Just use your imagination and think about it. She's a young girl. She's never, and he's, there. I mean, I'm not going to spell it out. I'm not going to say it explicitly. It's not okay to say, but just watch his finger rolling around in the red, sticky, fluid there. Just imagine what it means, okay? Use your imagination, guys. Think about it. The finger, one finger, red, virgin. He's fingering a little girl, dude. That's what it is. He's fingering a little fucking girl, dude.
Keep in mind, Ethan is older than me, and my clips of my edgy jokes are older than his clips. So he is both older than me, and these are more recent than every single clip he played of me.
Let's see if he licks it. Yeah! He loves it! He loves it! He's got blood on his lip, that big smile. Patrice, you dog. You did it, didn't you? Yeah, you love Chinese food, boy. I know you like it now. I understand what you're talking about. You love Chinese food, and I like the noodles al dente. You know what I mean?
Like and I only had a couple hours to find this
lip gloss. This image is pretty twisted up in itself. She's holding what looks like a phallic object, a little 8-year-old girl, and a big, giant black man looking in on her, man. It's like Blackzilla. This guy's got a weird fantasy, dude. Blackzilla rapes the little 8-year-old white girl with blonde hair. He likes it. He likes them white and blonde.
And how come women can get all these elaborate toys and it's considered cute and quirky?
It's fine.
If a guy gets a Mega Man for 10,000, it's a problem.
As soon as I get VR with a fleshlight, doll of a child, obviously pedophile guy.
Uh-oh, Ethan. This doesn't look too good. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, bro, this is just it's weird. It's weird. These big creators, they get into a contest of who's the bigger fucking weirdo, and it gets weird.
I think they're calling you a pedophile.
I've been trying to attract a teenage girl my whole life so far. It hasn't worked. A teenage girl runs away with pedophile type of vibe. What do you think, Hila? Can we kidnap a teenage girl together?
I mean,
guys. We have to interpret everything literally, so keep that in mind as we watch all these clips.
Again, maybe they're all just jokes, I guess.
Does he have baby edition? Newborn baby edition?
You probably have to go to the dark web for that one, Hila.
2 months baby edition?
That's that, dude. You gotta go dark web for that one, Hila. I don't know if they host those on YouTube. He's done it all. So chances are likely that yes, that does exist. let's not dig too deep in that.
But it's my birthday.
It is your birthday. You want to see Chris baby? If you should have told me. If you just want to see Chris 2-year-old baby, I could have made that happen for you next year. Next year is going to be great. We're going to slam. Anyway, happy birthday, Hila.
Thank you.
Let's jump in to Kissing Prank Daughter Edition. Let me get my count here really fast. Okay. Good. All right, I'm ready.
Hi. Okay.
Not good.
What you doing at the park? I'm going to do basketball. Oh, basketball. Yeah. So you work out? Yeah, I work out. Yeah, I do cheerleading. Oh, cool. I got this dress yesterday. You like it? Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Thanks. I have a shorter one, but my stupid mom wouldn't let me wear it.
That's how kids talk to each other. They ask, do you work out?
Do you work?
What the fuck are we watching?
Go. Do you want to me? Do you want to me? I was gonna wear a shorter dress, but my stupid slut asshole mom wouldn't let me show off my 12-year-old vag in public.
The same mom who put me after this gig.
Yeah, your mom will let you wear whatever you want to, as long as it earns her $100.
Yeah.
Do you
Ay.
Like, there are just so many of these. Again, I had a few hours overnight. I don't have a whole team of researchers that hate me like you do.
I guess
or
what
that
I'm
hate you like you
understanding
do.
is that she's masturbating and now she's just
It's that, well, it is a team of researchers, but we refer to it as his aides. Ethan Klein has aides.
coming. She's coming buckets, like 5-year-old girls do when they masturbate. You got to learn about your lady. So what you want to do is shove your hand all the way up your. Hey, little 5-year-old friend of mine, is it okay if I touch your? Great, dude. Daughter, are you watching this? Hey, 5-year-old daughter, are you watching it? You know what he has?
Remember, guys, this is the rules. This is the standard now. We have to interpret everything literally. Scott said, Destiny and H3 are both leftists. That's why they can find pedo clips of each other. Yeah.
Kids being a meta.
Hey, tell them a joke.
These are telling like pedophile jokes in areas where there are actually kids. Like, there's literally rules on the thing here because there are kids present. Like, hey, no vulgar profanity or graphic sexual topics. There are literally.
Oh my God. Dude, what does he say to these kids?
Random kids in the audience.
Did you guys hear the one?
You're losing them. Did I hear which one?
Did you guys hear the one about the priest and the kid?
Oh.
One time. That's happened like thousands of times.
The kid went to go see the priest, and the priest raped him.
No.
Whoa. Get off the stage, skinhead.
By the way,
That's like how
look at this tight little ass.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Huh? I mean, is that a tuchus or what? I can get down with that butthole, boy. Nice and tight and pink. Hey, Jeff Dunham. He's real fit. He's good for. Look at this image. I mean,
what the fuck? Ay.
So like, we have actual commentary on actual children. We have jokes involving actual children. We have jokes to actual children. I mean, again, depending on how hard you want to go, you've got, photo shoots with people who are child presenting that do explicit material. They did a whole podcast. Now, maybe she was just posing in front of school.
Richie April, he says, DMS, is it true Destiny is a PDF file? I don't know. These clips aren't great. I would say I'm not sure, but whatever Destiny is, I don't think Ethan Klein is too far off. That's my opinion.
Buses with their Teddy Fresh stuff, because it's like epic or whatever. Maybe it's just a good meme. Maybe they did a whole podcast show with Belle Delphine, who's a porn star, famously, people would argue pedo-baited, started when she was 18 and a half. There's such a plethora of commentary that if you sincerely want to call me a pedophile because you don't like me typing, what was that? The joke in chat about girls just have to come the fuck on. Are we serious? If any one of these clips were about me, it would be unhinged, right? There was a 3-minute clip of me obsessing over some girl's what do you call there's a term I'm looking for. Where they
vagina.
Yeah. I don't remember the term. Maybe Ethan will use it. Scroll 17, by the way. I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be here. I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be.
Thanks for joining me on edgy material warning number 3. We've got some edgy material here, and watch your hands because you're gonna get cut up on this one here, guys. You can scar me, but you can't stop me. Now that is interesting and very deep and poetic. But what's even more interesting is if we just go a couple pixels down, Boom. That's some good camel toe, girl. Yeah, nothing like making a political statement, like showing off that camel hoof, girl. Yeah, let me get down with that. I can smell it from here. Shit. Pretty brutal scars. Nothing that a heavy night of won't incur. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway.
Like, what is he, like 30 here with his wife recording him doing this?
Ignoring the camel and that fat, juicy, juvenile stuff. Dash, boy.
What the fuck? Where do I even begin with this? I don't, who is he looking at? He said juvenile. I'm assuming this is someone not an adult, not of age. They're wearing some spandex shorts and they're black and you can't really see anything. And Ethan Klein has decided to like project camel toe onto this. There's literally, you cannot see anything in this picture. He's zooming in on some little girls. I don't know. This person is what, 16, 17? I have no clue. But he's zooming in and pontificating about this person's camel toe, which you can't even see because they're wearing black spandex. This is weird.
Yeah. Ignoring that, you can scar me, son.
I mean, again, this is weird by Ethan's standards. I've listened to Guar. If someone wants to make fucked up jokes and whatever, I'm here for it. But if Ethan Klein is going to have the standards of, if we can clip it, you said it, and I can present it in any context I want. I mean, if that's the standard we're going to have and interpret every clip literally, then, this looks bad for Ethan.
But you can't stop me. Yeah. I wonder, it's very powerful, but I wonder if they also, what they wrote on the people who died during the race. You can kill me, but you can't stop her. I wonder if their bodies were still in the street. You can kill me, but you can't stop this girl who was luckily a couple feet away from me, so she didn't die. Whoa, good job to her. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but you can see her. This makes it a much more powerful image, especially in the Reddit community where this image received over 2,000 upvotes. So this is a very successful, very powerful, very edgy photo of a girl's vagina, accompanied also by some text that was sharpied onto her stomach. And boy.
Like, I don't even know what the joke is supposed to be here. Like, he's literally, like, sniveling snot at how excited he is about this. What did he say, juvenile?
What can you say about a photo like this? She's got a nice, I like her face. She's got a nice smug face. Good. I would ram I would ram that 2 inch so far down her throat, about 2 inches deep. But that's enough to incur a gag reflex in about, I would say, most women. And I hope she can keep that smug smile for me that whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah, girl. Let me that smug little face here. What? Yeah. She got some nice eyebrows too. Very well groomed and a nice haloing light effect.
This isn't one of the funny videos that Ethan Klein used to do. I don't know. I don't remember the Vape Nash video. That was kind of funny. This wasn't some of his old material that is funny. I don't know what this is. I think he's doing like a Sam Hyde impression or something. And he's like really trying to do like the Sam Hyde thing. And he doesn't do it as well. It just comes across as you're fucking weird.
Now let's scroll down here, guys. And just one more time here, skipping over the text, which isn't as important as the video shot that we've all enjoyed here so much. And in fact, if you can get a little bit closer, you can actually see the contours of a hoof. And this is more of a camel hoof. This is something like a brontosaurus cleft.
Could you imagine if I said anything like this on my stream?
Dude, if Ethan Klein had a clip of Destiny saying this, it would be over. Ethan would be playing it every fucking day to intro his show. This is so fucking funny. And look, guys, this is like material that's bunched up. You can't even see anything. It's material. Look at this. He's calling this camel hoof. This is material that's wrinkled up. You can't fucking see anything. It's black. He is like literally projecting camel toe, pretending there's one there so that he can pontificate about it.
Ever in my entire fucking life.
This is where the leg meets the leg, and if you have a nice tight little shorts like this, you can just bear all. And then my guess is that she's not even wearing underwear in this shot. So big up to her for being brave, getting out here and making this very powerful political statement about her proximity to the bomb being less close than all the other ones who died. You can scar her, but you can't stop her, guys. And never forget, Boston bombing, 2013, guys. Never forget. They can scar us. They can scare us. But they sure can't stop us, boy. Yeah.
Man, what year was this released? Because this is actually someone doing a terrible Sam Hyde impression. This is cringe, man.
Like, I at least have the excuse of
look at, bro, really?
Saying like, oh, I'm just a streamer and I'm like 23 and I say don't stream or whatever. This was edited and cut and uploaded to YouTube. I don't even know what the joke is.
That's a good point. That's a good point. This is like a film that he produced, and this is all you get is a bad Sam Hyde impression. It's not even like this is a live stream and you could be like, oh yeah, sorry, I was a little bit baked and I had a rough day and whatever. This is a fucking, you're not on the fucking tightrope here on a live stream. This is a video you edited and uploaded, and you're giving us shit cringe content.
This is what the world's
holy shit, man.
Most advanced PC looks like.
Man, this is nice. I don't know if this is because this video is about a controversial topic or what, but we haven't been bombarded by ads like we normally are when we watch a Destiny video.
To reiterate, at the end,
we're an hour through. I don't think we've had an ad yet. Was that our first ad?
Of all of this. Well, no, I'm not sure, actually. No, I don't think Ethan is a pedophile. I have no reason to believe Ethan is a pedophile. I've never seen anything credible leak about him that shows that he's a pedophile. But the fact that he's been subject to these types of crazy attacks from snarker people, from anti-fans, from Kiwi farmers, whatever else, for years. Like, I made this clip compilation again in 2 hours. I did this whole video last night, okay? Meaning I had to watch all this boring dog stuff. I had to scroll through all these stupid subreddits. Like, I put it together in 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds, in a couple hours. My feeling is if I were to keep searching, I'd probably find hundreds more clips of this. How are you going to say that the 6 clips that you showed of me established like a pattern of predatory behavior when you have like this out here? What the, not to mention half my didn't even apply. Like in the whole JF argument, I'm not making an argument for a lower age of consent. Mia Rose was not a minor. Like none of these, like in the 15-year-old bikini pic, the whole thing is literally don't minors. That was the whole point in talking to my teammates. Like, it's just crazy that he thinks he's like established this strong, huge like ground of, okay, now that we know for sure, Desi had this massive problematic history because of this collection of like edgy clips from 13 to 16 years ago. Seriously? When I was like younger than half the girls you're talking about in your clips. What the
With that important backstory, now let's go to the parts that I got wrong that I'm going to issue a heartfelt apology for. And this goes out, a sincere apology to Destiny for absolutely getting this wrong. Now, here's what happened. This conversation here where he says, he sent me the feed pics. This is from a different girl. It's from Instagram. He never spoke to Rose on Instagram, which he points out correctly, as far as we know. So this was with another girl he claims was 26. Okay, fine. I'll take your word for it. And then this one also, he claims was with the same girl. And this is the one that says, she said, my parents are like super, super strict. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't talk to him. And he said, well, it would be so hot to drive you home from a date and make you suck me off in the car. I'd love to send you inside your parents after making you swallow a full load from me. So apologies. That was not to Rose. This was to some other lucky lady. but this one happened.
Okay. To reiterate, the only reason why any of my is even being talked about right now isn't because some victim has come forward and claimed something or isn't any of that. It's because some guy leaked a ton of my explicit material online a year ago. These DMs that he's reading right now are from some other retard chick who I think was an Andrew Tate fan, also leaking my DMs. Why the fuck are you reading through leaked explicit material on stream just to like have a goof at me?
That's a male thigh gap. What are you talking about? The person that Ethan Klein was looking at? Holyoke Joe? Is it what person are you talking about? The bitch with the scars?
Like, if some girl had her explicit messages leaked, would you be doing the same thing with your whole feminist crew here? Like, oh, let me like read this girl's explicit DMs. Also, this chick was like 26 or older when I started talking to her, some British chick. All of these weird things that he grabs onto of like, oh my God, like Destiny mentioned this person's like braces, or Destiny mentioned that this person like lived with their parents. Not everybody moves out of their parents' home at 18. I'm pretty sure that girl was visiting her parents, so it's not like she was still living there. And it's like, I literally have Invisalign right now that I just finished. These are not like child things. If you wanted to point to like pedo baiting, you could go back to the photo shoot that you guys did with the one girl. Or you could look at people like Belle Delphine that you've done like 2-hour suckfest with when you invite them to your podcast. It's just like, it's humiliating. It's disgusting. It's like weird that you want to like dig through like all this random and then like have a goof and a laugh and everything else. I don't know. I don't know how you could possibly claim to have any sort of like moral high ground here when you're literally just reading off like leaked sexual material of mine to have a goof on stream after playing down, you know, like Ryan Beard's video for how horrible of a person I am. Okay, so now that he's done all of his poisoning the well, okay, now that he's laid down everything that he needs to, so now he spends time going through this Rose person who supposedly Kiwi Farms has dug up stuff about. I haven't been able to verify the authenticity. Nobody close to me has been able to verify the authenticity insofar as there are things concerned with my court case. The thing that's annoying about him running through all of this stuff now is that, and Ethan knows this, okay, there's two huge things. One, I am actively involved in a huge civil litigation case that is directly involving these conversations. For you to take, after doing this whole bit of taking random clips from some other video, to take that and then to use that as a platform to then demand, right, just like you said Keemstar used to demand that I come up and try to explain every single thing that's not even being alleged by any hypothetical victim, but just been dug up and leaked by other people, right, that if it does involve a victim, you're also now blasting all of their to the ends of the earth for who the knows what reason, right, that I'm supposed to come on and try to proactively defend against all of this while I've had the FBI call me, while I've been swatted twice, once with my son here before, while I'm, again, in an active civil litigation suit where every single thing I say about it has the defendant, or not the defendant, the plaintiff, throwing it into court filings at me to waste more of my money and more of my time. I've got like 8 fully briefed motions before a judge right now that we're waiting for adjudication on. Is insane to me. There is no world for all of his like, oh, well, you know, blah, 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 for all of this talk that you would expect me to ever be able to come out and give any type of substantiated response to that doesn't even involve a person that's actually making a claim. This is just that is being posted and leaked on Kiwi Farms about me. There's not even a person out here. I'm like the only person in the history of the internet who's people are trying to cancel based on no person making any claims against me. It's just like an outlandishly insane. It's an insane situation to be in. And then I also have to be careful because obviously everybody records every single thing I say and every single thing has been sent to the FBI a million times, which, let me be ultra clear, okay? Let me be clear on a few things, okay? One, I do not have any of the material that these guys think he's saying, whatever the else, on my computer, okay? Number one. Number two, all right? I didn't send any of this. There was no child stuff like that ever sent to Willie Mac, okay? Number two, it's not like he censored anything or anything like that, okay? Number three, if you want to interpret my messages in the worst way possible, and you want to, and that's going to be the basis for some FBI call, listen, I don't give a
Connect with a financial advisor in person or online at Thrivent.com.
Bro, what the fuck is the deal? What happened? We had no ads for an hour straight. Now we're getting killed.
If you think that it's illegal and you call the FBI, I don't even care that Willie Beck did that. Okay, I think that arguably you could even say like, oh sure, like maybe it's irresponsible to do whatever. That's totally fine. If you think that I'm paying $95,000 a month to my current law firm to ignore every single thing that they're telling me about everything that's related to this case, you are cooked, and you're more retarded than the write-ups that Pisco was blasting about the 3 litigants that you are that you have lawsuits against, Casey Tron, Frogan, and everybody else. Okay, absolutely retarded. All right. If you want to do all this, you want to report whatever. Fine, I don't care. People call the FBI all the time anyway. If you think you're doing some novel thing, go for it. But the fact that you would then publish a video on it, again, I don't want to dive into the intricacies of all this, but you must understand that by doing that, you are literally undermining every single thing that you're attempting to do. Why the f would you publish a video on that? You must understand how beyond stupid that is. If everything that you were alleging was true, how retarded would that be? Why would you do that? Why would you ever do this? It's so stupid. So the idea that there's like any concern or care here for anybody, or that you're trying to do the right thing, is completely undermined and completely totally obliterated on all of this. It's literally just farming for content, for farming engagement, to try to get me, I guess, swatted again or whatever else. Like, it's so insane to me. Yeah, I can't, listen, maybe once my case is over, if you want, I'll come on and I'll chat about all the intricacies and details. We can dive as far into this as you want. But like, for somebody who's been involved in some,
I want to see this so bad. I want to see these guys fight. I want to see them debate, and then I want to see them do, the Aiden Ross boxing match. That would actually be a good match. Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. Destiny boxing Ethan Klein. That might be close. I was thinking, you know what? I actually think Destiny could probably win that. because yeah, Ethan Klein looks frail these days. He's not looking good. He looks like he could punch him once and he just fold like a cheap chair.
Much litigation in the past to try to like hamstring me and say, now you have to come on and have these conversations. Bro, what the f- am I going to say? Again, my court filings are public. If you want to go read through the current court case, all the filings are public. The other side has put everything I've ever said online. They literally are linking directly to Kiwi Farms in the court filings. You can go read them on the docket. So the idea that you expect me to come out here and say a bunch of shit so I can pay my lawyers more money to respond to more motions.
Ethan is fighting cancer. Oh, I thought he, well, I don't know what. I got the impression that he had a cancer scare and got through it. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on with Ethan. Promo code LOVER. Welcome, welcome. No, I feel bad if cancer is a jobber. I feel bad if he has cancer. Yeah, that fucking sucks. Still be a good match.
But I promise you, as soon as my court case is done, I can be your first interview. If you want me to come on and go through the details and run through all of that, I would absolutely love to do that with you. I don't expect you to take me up on that, but
sorry, I didn't realize he is fighting cancer now. I'm sure that's crossing the line for me to make jokes about him looking withered and brittle because he has cancer. I mean, he can make fun of some fucking minor who has scars all over her legs and she's wearing black spandex, and that's her greatest sin, for surviving the Boston Marathon, wearing black spandex and having scars on her legs. He can make fun of her, but I think I crossed the line making fun of the way he looks considering he has cancer. Sorry, guys.
Not to mention the fact that, so I'm not going to sit here and listen to him opine on all of on his theories here. He says that I have like there's a whole bunch of like weird lies that came out of the Willie Mack video. People were saying like I have 60 gigabyte folders. I'm like, this is not true. It's like an obvious misreading of a message that Willie Mack is showing on stream. Ethan lies that he says something about the fact that like I reached out to this person because I was like trying to find young people on Twitter. That's not true. I typically don't ever reach out to anybody. Almost everybody reaches out to me, so this is not even remotely true. I've never purchased any porn from any of these people. Anybody involved in any of this, I typically just don't buy porn from people ever. I think it creates a weird dynamic. So that's completely not true. There's no evidence of this anywhere. It's just random lies that are repeated. I'm not gooning to any of this. Maybe for Ethan, who's used to just, I guess, jerking off to or making jokes about gooning to, whatever material he's done on his computer. Believe it or not, I know it's hard to imagine because I'm not good at crying on command. This entire court case and all of the leaks of my explicit material has actually been incredibly disgusting and invasive to my privacy. It's not actually fun for me to think about it or to masturbate to it or to think about anything related to it.
I don't know enough about Destiny's court cases. I can't even comment on any of this. I don't know what the fuck's going on with his shit. He's getting sued or something. I thought some of his, is he going to play some of what Ethan's going to say about it? Because I don't know about it. Doesn't one of his court cases involve like releasing like explicit text messages? Isn't it something like that? Or he's got how many? 4 of them? He needs Bubba's attorneys. Bubba the Love Sponge is like 4-0, buddy. You need Bubba's attorneys.
None of it is actually pretty.
Oh, God. You know what happened, I think, is we got through the part of the video where Destiny is being accused of stuff, and there were no ads on any of that because it's weird stuff. I think, is that really what's going on right now? Now that we're past talking specifically about some weird shit, there's ads allowed in the video? Let's watch this. Vodka Tonight. One of his videos popped up somewhere else. Dr. Don. This other song of his that popped up was something about time. He was saying it was a song about time. This is like some weird Tim and Eric stuff.
It's vodka tonight, such a delight, buzzed out of sight, vodka tonight. Gotta mix it right, enjoy myself all night. It's vodka tonight, start the party right. I'm doing fine, good times on my mind. Things can go wrong tomorrow morning. It's time to decide before You wake up on the wrong side with the wrong girl.
This is really crazy stuff, man. With the wrong girl or guy, we've got the pride flag.
Or the wrong guy, wind up asking why. I'm hungover sky high. It's vodka tonight. Such a delight. Buzzed out of sight. Vodka tonight. It's vodka tonight.
This wouldn't be so bad if he like sung it better. The delivery is not good.
Such a delight. Buzz.
He goes buzzed out of sight. Vodka tonight. It should be buzzed out of sight. Vodka tonight.
Out of sight. Vodka tonight. Gotta
Sounds like shit.
mix it right. Enjoy myself all night.
Gotta mix it right. This song isn't mixed right.
So many choices, like hearing voices. A martini dry, screwdriver with sky.
The lyrics aren't too bad. Some of it. This is weird.
The brand doesn't matter, any kind will flatter. Just pick your flavor, get ready to savor.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get this guy's gonna hit me with a copyright, and I'm gonna be furious. Let's go.
Disgusting to me, but yeah, I think he goes over the Willie Mac video and
it's cringe on purpose. Promo code. What are you, freaking crazy? No way that's cringe on purpose. No way.
all this bullshit here, up to 25.59.
In November, muddy the waters, he hasn't done anything wrong, right? Okay. Then, this is when the mistakes begin. In November of 2024, her boyfriend reaches out to Steven. And we have the DM because her boyfriend.
Oh, I'm just random parts of this that he just tells lies about. I like how every single time Ethan brings up the boyfriend here, Ethan is acting like some person is reaching out to me as like a cause of concern. This person was extorting and blackmailing me to appear on my stream while they are leaking like dozens of explosive videos of me. The way that he frames all of this is so insane. I don't even know if he knows the situation or anything that actually happened here. I have no idea.
Okay. So this is the person that leaked all this stuff. This is all part of his lawsuits? Was people involved in what got leaked or something?
What other parts did I write here? Sometimes there's this weird retroactive game that Ethan.
So what, he sent this stuff to somebody else, or somebody else got access to some hard drive or something, his cloud, and they leaked it? I have no idea what happened with this. Yeah, promo code. It was the Manifizestizo we were trying to watch last night. Got my ass pulled. I got a violation. Maybe we'll go through some of that tomorrow night. We'll do the TOS training tomorrow night. Let's see how I violated the rules. Let you guys see what the rules are, because I'm not even sure. I thought I was good, guys, for real. I don't know what I didn't. We'll have to see, because yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I may as well. I guess I have to. Nobody fucking reads what the terms of service are. But I guess I have to if I'm going to be a streamer. I don't know how, or maybe I'll just go along, and as I get a violation, I will learn the rules. At least it didn't affect my channel. It wasn't like a strike. So I'll just have to learn the rules as I violate them or something, unless I want to actually read through fucking everything. But dude, it's bullshit. I mean, this is the thing. How much of it could I have played? Because if it's not okay to show part of that guy's his Manifizestizo, if I can't show any of it, that's fine. But why does Megyn Kelly and Steven Crowder and all these other people fucking CNN, Fox, whoever, everybody's got videos with clips from it talking about what's in it. But I got my ass deleted last night for showing it. Where, again, can we actually... I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm going to predict that when I take this terms of service training because I violated some rule and got my stream taken down last night, I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to say this training is not going to establish for me where the line is drawn, where Megyn Kelly can talk about what was in the guy's manifesto, but I cannot. I can't play any of it. Or how much of it can I play? Because they're showing pictures from it. Is that what it is? As I should have gone through and watched it and just taken pictures every 2 seconds, and we could show every single clip, every frame. I could show you guys every frame of the video. I just can't play the video. You have to make it like a stop motion type of thing. Like Tim Burton. I don't know. It's fucking so stupid. But yes, I got taken down last night for trying to talk about something everybody else was talking about. Good stuff.
Likes to play, saying that if somebody is selling like not safe for work content on Twitter, that means that it's a huge red flag and they're more likely to be somebody who's illegitimate. They're not allowed to sell for one reason or another. This is not true at all. Like, I understand maybe you don't have any engagement with this world. Plenty of people sell not safe for work material on Twitter. It's literally the only large social media platform that still allows you to post not safe for work material. OnlyFans is basically worthless if you don't have a pre-existing audience, because there's no way to drive traffic to it. This is why people do sell stuff on Twitter. The idea that you can go back and cherry pick like some collection of facts that makes it so obvious that something is just, like, there's not even like a way for me to disprove any of it. There's like not even any solid accusations or claims made that I can even dive through, given my ongoing case and everything. So if I would have known that Willie was going to be publishing all of my DMs publicly, though, probably would have approached the conversation with more care, knowing that, oh, well, if all my DMs are going to be read publicly, then I'm obviously going to be a lot more precise with how I answer these questions. But
vodka tonight. What a delight.
What is this?
And posted it. So here's her boyfriend. Her was at I hit her up and from the end. He had 6 months allegedly, and that's why he should have turned it in to the authorities then. So if you want to defend Destiny, do that. But know that this guy knew there was a chance that he had child pornography on his hard drive.
Like, what is even this statement? This person knew there was a chance.
I know your heart feels heavy. You've carried so long.
Listen to this bullshit. Johnny Songs. Dear God.
For all this time, he kept it, knowing that, and did nothing with it. Now, if you think that's cool, and
you have no idea what I've done with anything, okay? I've retained multiple law firms related to this case, number one. Number two, I do not possess any of this material on my computer that would be considered CSAM or CP or anything else you want to call it ever. And number three, all of this is just stuff that you are repeating verbatim that you heard on Kiwi Farms. And four, there's not even a way that I could prove this. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Like, do you want to come through and go through my entire computer, my entire folder structure? I don't even know what I could possibly even say other than no. And then you going, well, what about this? Well, no. Like, it's such a stupid, like, unwinnable argument. Like, if it was, again, hey, listen, people want to contact authorities, I'm all for that. Again, I even said it. Willie Mack wants to call authorities because he thinks it's good use of the FBI time. Let go for it. That's fine. I just don't know why the you would make public videos about all of this that for a number of reasons, it's impossible for me to respond to. If for no other reason, because I'm getting swatted and FBI called me constantly. And three, because I have an active civil case going that is directly related to some of these conversations, which, and again, yeah, it's just such an unbelievably crazy bind to stick me in and then pretend that he's making, some type of strong argument that I'm some kind of online predator based on Ryan Beard's videos with random bull.
In the context of everything else, of him continually sexualizing and trying to normalize sexual activity with minors.
Like, at what point has this ever been the case? Has there ever been a clip of me on stream ever saying, I think you should be able to 15-year-olds. I think you should be able to 12-year-olds. I think you should be able to 17-year-olds. Like, that's what we got from the 6 or 7 clips.
Well, now Ethan has that clip. You just said it right there. Ethan's going to play that on his show tomorrow and pretend that you just said that as a statement of fact. Now he's got the clip now. It's risky, Destiny. This is the kind of game you're playing here. Now he's got you. You're cornered, buddy.
Earlier, really?
he's been doing this over the span of his entire career. If you think that is fine and holding on to potential child pornography is fine, then go ahead and defend Destiny. But just know that is what you're defending. Those are the facts, Jack.
I reported this to the police and recorded my interactions and calls with the detective.
Willie Mack cry.
Shared compromising bikini pics of 15-year-old sent. So, listen, the guy's a creep. He's a degenerate. There's no other way.
Like, if you want to think I'm a creepy degenerate, then fine. Then, hey, go for it. But my brother in Christ, okay? We are two peas in a degenerate pod. And I think you're lower on the rung there than I am. If that's seriously the thing you want to go. Like, the most embarrassing part for me putting all this video together was I might have actually been out-edged by this guy, okay? I thought I was the edgelord. And this guy is he's out-edgelording me on pedophilia, which was supposed to be my domain, according to this guy.
The way to cut it. If you like Destiny, if you think he's smart and cool and funny and awesome, good. Keep watching him. But no, that you are supporting someone who is attracted, 15-year-olds, who shared compromising bikini pics of 15-year-olds sent to him.
Compromising? These are pictures posted publicly on social media. People at the beach. Again, like, what the he's acting like I'm getting like nudes from kids, which maybe I don't know. Maybe
he has held on, knowing there's a chance of child pornography for 6 months and never reported to the authorities.
You have no idea what's on my computer. You have no idea what I've reported to authorities. You have no idea about literally any of this. Again, you're just reading down snark breads or kiwi farms.
That he sexually assaulted a woman on camera.
What do you want me to do? You want me to go back in time and kill myself? What the?
You want to come at me and say, "Oh, you got all this thing wrong. You're gaslighting. You're lying." All this, bro. Uncontroversial facts.
True. I do agree with that. Okay, and I am glad. I guess we got to have this back and forth. As fun as this is,
you're up to defend this guy. And like, I guess I don't know if you're being gaslit or misled, but like watching the video that Abba made with all this context out here, and he's accusing me of not doing research. Abba, why did you brush over the screenshot of him confessing to knowingly having potential child porn on his hard drive?
That is absolutely not what I quote unquote confessed to. And again, I didn't know that these DMs. Obviously, I wouldn't be making jokes and putting lol W face.
What? He's confessing to what? I'm reading what this chat says. Willie Mack. This is somebody else saying that someone sent adult material to Destiny and they may have been underage at the time. And Destiny says, she told me she was of age when she was selling not safe for work material to people, but okay.
Around this. If I knew that Willie Mack was going to decide to publish all of our conversations on this, right? It's so insane that a private conversation I'm having with a guy relating to all of this is then published. And it's like, okay, well, now you need to line by line defend everything. So, Jesus, what the this was a public statement. Not to say that like I'm revealing some, explicit whatever in detail, but more so that just like obviously if I'm going to know that it's going to be publicly released, I'm going to be phrasing these things a lot more carefully. I'm going to be a lot more precise in my statements here. But he's acting like this was some type of interrogation to be released and that I like failed the interrogation. But again, despite all of that, listen, you want to call the FBI, you want to report it, whatever, then hey, Willie did it. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I just don't know why you would make public videos on expecting me to be able to publicly respond to prove that I don't have stuff on my computer. I don't even know what that looks like.
Never commented on that. You only commented on things that I got wrong, right? You ignore the whole context. You're sweeping.
Oh, the whole context.
What looks to me to be a consistent, long-term, highly motivated, premeditated child predator. That's what he looks like to me.
Consistent, long-term, highly motivated child predator. Okay. There's only one consistent, long-term child predator that I'm aware of in this circle. I didn't want to bring this up, but
you can see my buttons are open.
Oh my goodness, I was 16 years old here.
Wow, look at you guys here.
Dad's 21 and I'm 16.
Dude, if that happened today, bro, you would.
Oh, I know. I know.
20.
Now, to be fair, I don't know. Maybe they weren't yet.
1 and 16.
Well, you know what? I was more mature than he was.
Well, I believe that. I actually do believe that.
But look at her. I mean, she
San
looks
Francisco.
like.
Uh-oh, Ethan Klein's dad is a chomo. Oh, this took a turn. I'm glad I didn't shut this off yet. Holy fuck. This is funny.
She just came off the cover of
21 and 16. Were you guys having a
21 and 16 after everything Ethan has said so far? Holy fuck. Now apply everything he just said to his own father. Let's go.
None of your business.
What?
Go.
Can you go to First Watch and not get the $1 million?
Oh my god.
Bacon. $1 million bacon.
Darn near sensual.
Perfectly cooked. Mm.
Did you guys, not
feel
the deal?
She was 18.
Yeah.
Not till
Of
she was
course.
18.
We were in love.
Almost.
Oh,
Well.
you lie.
You fucking filthy PDF file.
That's so crazy. Yeah, you could not do that today. I mean, that would be just like, whoa there, buddy.
So we're in San Francisco. We went up to
Maybe he thinks his dad is a pedophile too, I guess, and that's why he's justifying calling me a...
I guess so. I guess by Ethan Klein's standards, Ethan Klein's father is a little kid toucher.
pedophile. Maybe he's willing to take that leap, but I don't know. My closing thing on this is I don't think Ethan is a pedophile. In fact, I'm going to be honest. When I was going through probably like 70% of these videos, I thought they were funny because I appreciate old internet edgy humor. Okay, I did think a lot of things were funny. I don't think Ethan is a pedophile. I don't think he's intentionally predatoring. There's a verb there that I'm like preying on children or trying to normalize children to his audience. Although I will admit that Boston Bobber one, that 17-year-old one, I really tested the boundaries there. That was really pushing boundaries on that one. But the annoying thing is I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't even think he thinks I'm a pedophile. I don't think he can possibly think that. Like I have had, not to get into the weird whatever territory, but I've hooked up with a lot of people over the past 15 years. To say there's like a pattern of children or whatever is just absolutely not true. Some of my biggest e-girl dramas have been with women that are basically my age.
Man, there hasn't been anybody that's come out and said anything, right? You know, I feel like if anything, man, if this is part of the thing where I say I don't think that like I don't. Vosh might be into some weird stuff, but I don't think he would actually victimize a child. And I don't get that vibe from Destiny either. And both of these guys, Destiny is currently going through this, but both of them have gone or are going through a phase of having to defend despicable shit that they've said. Some stuff related to kids and whatever. And I feel like I could be wrong, but if they had victims, legitimately, if they had victims, would they have not already come out now and been like, oh yeah, guys, I was just 14 years old and Destiny did this, and that. Yeah, fucking Vosh, I was whatever age, and Vosh was like trying to meet up with me and sent me unsolicited pictures. And I mean, I don't think that, again, I don't keep up with the drama of, I don't follow these guys close enough to know every fucking bad thing they've done. And I don't hate any of them enough, like Ethan's crew, to go and fucking try to dig up dirt on them. But I feel like I would have heard if there were like, multiple minors coming out saying they were victimized by Vosh and Destiny. So that kind of tells me that, I mean, guys, for real, like, you think someone like Destiny and Vosh they have followings, they're popular. You don't think that if they really wanted to do something like that to a kid, that there wouldn't be something yet that surfaced? I mean, that seems like a long shot that nothing would have come out. No one would have like either come out to fucking expose what was done to them, or there was no slip up where it accidentally they got caught or something. I mean, the cyber security guy for Benjamin Netanyahu got busted in Las Vegas trying to meet a 15-year-old. Okay, you're telling me that guy will get busted and Destiny and Vosh wouldn't. You're telling me that there's nothing like that that's come out about these guys where they have like actual victims. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think these guys might just actually be on the internet too much. And Vosh is, I gather he might be into some weird kinky shit, but I don't think he would fucking hurt a kid. I think that really is a certain kind of person that would actually, I don't know, guys. I don't even want to put myself, in the headspace to consider what kind of person would do that. But I kind of feel like we would have something a lot crazier about either Ethan, Destiny, or Vosh. I feel like, if there were some victims, we would have we would have seen him probably coming forward. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But, you know, to me, I'm tempted, and I'm not 100% set in stone as like this is my position, but I'm tempted to say if people are into weird shit and watch weird shit, whatever. There's probably some stuff that I would also agree it's just not cool for people to be into. It's probably not good. But I mean, if you actually have morals in the sense of like how you interact with other people, and you actually you don't want to harm other people, and you just keep that shit locked down, I don't know that that's like hurting anybody, right? If it's law, especially lolly stuff. I know there's a whole argument of like if it's real CP type of stuff, there's obviously those you're watching victims, and that's not cool. But when it comes to animated stuff, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm more concerned where there are actually victims. That's where I start to get worried about it. How far what do we got?
The anniversary, this girl was like 2 years younger than me. Okay. The idea that there's like some huge pattern established of young women of me preying on people is absolute bullshit. And plenty of people have tried to say this over and over again. Every single time it falls apart because there's always the same 3 or 4 stupid clips that come out over and over again. I look forward to making the same type of video, I guess, like 2 or 3 or 4 years from now when somebody else decides to dig it all up again and be like, oh, what about this story? Like by that point, like my clips on talking about minors will be old enough for me to the clips themselves and for it to not be pedophilia. So I don't know if Ethan feels like he has to disavow me because he wants to lose like the Destiny puppet allegations. There are easier ways for him to do that. If he wants to drop the Destiny puppet allegations, like we could argue about something. He could call me a gusano. He could make fun of my laning in league. There's lots of things that can trigger the enemy. Like, I don't know why he's so weak-willed and so spineless that he gives into his crew immediately, that he gives into his baser instincts immediately, and in a desperate attempt to throw off the Destiny allegations, he decides to just start going in on me on like probably one of the worst topics that he could go in on me for. I don't know why the fuck he would do this. Bro, like if there's some secret pedophile ring, the only reason you know I'm there is because you're in the meetings. Like, holy shit, these videos are insane for him to make these types of accusations on me. So come on, bro.
All right, I think that's pretty much it. It's fucking late. Yeah, my Twitter's blowing up tonight. I got like 100 some people watching on the Twitter. That's cool. All right, lovers. Well, what can we conclude from tonight? I guess we're pretty much all we can really say is it's not good to get in a chomo contest. It's not good. When you're in a chomo contest, nobody wins. Everybody loses. That's pretty much it. Holyoke Joe talking about. I was just reading the chat, you bastard. Holyoke Joe, you son of a bitch. You have to be nice to me. You have to replace Fat Pig. That means you have to act like you want to fuck me too. Junior Coltrane says Holyoke Joe wants to harm others with his farts. I'd like to, he says. Holyoke Joe has victims. He farts all the time, but they're harmless. What does it say? I had this chick laying in my crotch while I filled my face and I couldn't stop farting. Okay. Steve got high again? Every night on the stream, yes. What's the point? What are we getting at here? All right, lovers. Well, gotten a shitty algorithm tonight. I guess this is punishment for daring to cover the same topics that CNN and fucking whatever Megyn Kelly can cover. I dare to report on the news. This is my punishment. Get kicked off last night. Shitty algorithms tonight. Gonna probably be shitty tomorrow. And I'll just quit streaming eventually because I'll just get sick of swimming against the current. Either I'll quit streaming or we'll just turn this into a channel where I fucking play with Legos or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's whatever YouTube wants, guys. Check the pic I sent, DMS. Did you send it where I think you sent it? Let me see. What is that? That doesn't even look like me, Joe. All right, guys. Thank you, Joe. Everybody take it easy. Tomorrow night, I do have, I got a couple different options for tomorrow night. I did want to cover this Destiny stuff. I should have gone with one of my other topics. I don't know if this isn't a good algorithm for the YouTube tonight, or if I'm actually getting punished for getting kicked off last night. I have no idea. But yeah, I got a couple different options for tomorrow. A few cool things to go over. So we'll see where that goes. What's our lineup tomorrow? No Scott Starbird, but still he's here in the chat. He had a good stream tonight. Go subscribe to my buddy's page. The lineup tonight was Scott at 6. Alex Stein was on at 7. This is Eastern time. And then I got on at 8. That's the Tuesday through Thursday lineup. Tomorrow night, everybody else takes the night off, and Lonely Dark Match Steve will be on here streaming all by himself. I don't know what time I'm going to get on, but hopefully I don't work too late. I can get on by maybe like 7 or something, but for sure by 8 o'clock. So yeah, expect maybe a little bit earlier stream tomorrow night. We'll see. All right, everybody. Love you. Thank you guys for the support. Scott, sir, what's up? Lover in the chat. Thank you guys for the support. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Holyoke Joe. Oh, yeah. I'll stream from 5 to 8. So, yeah, Holyoke Joe's going to be live tomorrow. That's right. Holyoke Joe streams like all fucking day. But, yes, fuck you. I just shouted you out, and then you put this in the chat, you son of a bitch. All right, guys. I love you. Thanks for the support. Promo code. Thank you, lover. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Everybody take it easy. Friday. Thank God. It's the end of the week. Let's twerk our tight little asses tomorrow. How about that? You guys ready for an edge session tomorrow night? Let's do it. All right, bye, lovers.